Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Hang on, just see if I can get the guys back in here. Why isn't that not working? Okay, try again. Okay, that one seems very laggy, guys. Third world connection. Nah, I don't need Frank's help. Hang on, I'll just put the link back in, guys. Nah, someone, because I share the house, someone obviously was having trouble, so they, instead of rebooting their own computer, they just fucking restart the modem, and that I lose connection. But it does seem very laggy. So I'm not sure why. 3:46 a.m. in the morning here, it should be running pretty smooth. NCE, he did hook up with Focus, as far as I know. They met up for drinks and that. As for Bama, I don't know. As far as I know. Hey, Ed.
Hey.
Hopefully the guys, we can get the guys back on there. Had a good panel, actually. I didn't realise MJ was back. I thought he was going to stay a bit longer. Yeah, I didn't see a video either. I just know because Focus talked about it. I'm not sure if he also met, who's it, Devour there, Roger Miller. He may have met Roger as well. I'm not sure. Oh, God, I'm going to get that link out of there. I did send one. I did send an email to Lost. I'm not sure if I have to send another one. Don't know if that went through or not. We'll try again.
Wanker.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, BK was a friend of Obama. I was surprised he didn't look up Obama because he likes Obama.
I'm not so sure that I don't think he followed him anymore, to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure I've seen something where I think BK had stopped watching him.
Maybe
Oh,
when he,
yeah,
before he went to game playing.
Lost. I sent you the link, Lost. As far as I know, BK doesn't watch him anymore, so that's probably why. Yeah, MJ, there it is, mate.
Wait,
Sorry.
wait.
Sorry, mate. I just can't get used to calling you Dewey. It just seems wrong.
I know it seems weird, don't it? MJ is the one I'm going with.
Yeah, I
I'm
think I'll
sticking to
stick
that
with.
one.
Yeah, me
Oh.
too.
I'll let Go call you that.
So yeah, man, I watched the last live of Barry, man. That guy's back out to mooching and asking for people for I guess for medicine for his throat cancer and yeah, I don't know.
Yes. Is that what he said?
He went to that gaming and he's not getting no AdSense. He went to
Yeah,
play games and he's not getting no AdSense. So
yeah.
he
I don't
hopes
think he's
to
getting
get
no
home.
AdSense no more, man.
That's it.
I don't know. Look,
He's
mate.
not getting AdSense from this guy, that's for sure. I ain't watching his crap.
He's not getting no.
Yeah, it doesn't get none from me either.
He had to come back on. He wasn't getting any AdSense.
Yeah, I guess he said it's too many people slandering his name for no reason at all.
Yeah. Oh shit. Poor guy.
Is it-
No reason.
For no
Interesting.
reason. It's hilarious, man.
You know, I used to tell him. I tried to tell him all the time that he was his own worst enemy. You know, just the
Yeah,
way he.
That's what everybody tells him, but he don't get it.
Yeah. It's just,
Yeah.
Oh well, he's on his own, mate.
Let's-
So
Yeah, let's just move on from that. Not even worth talking about.
No, to be honest, I like to keep up the suspension a little bit, man. It is funny watching a guy just destroy his life on YouTube, man. Don't you think?
You know, his life's been destroyed for a long time, and it ain't like it suddenly happened.
It's like a soap opera, man.
yeah, I'm not so sure I like watching anyone go downhill like that, but it is what it is, isn't it?
You don't think that's funny?
If it's entertaining for a little bit, just because you know, like the person's not going to change, and you can see all the destructive things happening, but yet they still
that's what I like.
listen to nobody. But then after a while, once you see it enough, you're like, yeah, I'm over it.
Yeah, me too. Lost.
Especially when there's like a new scheme going on, when he's trying to have a new scheme to try to get the money out of you. That's kind of
Look, the only people I feel sorry for is those who help him, and then he shits on them. Yeah, that's pretty wrong. But
Well, guys like him got to be hoping for new suckers to come in all the time, because the people have been around a while who know.
That's why he's going to Cebu. Why do you think he said he's moving back to Cebu? He can't.
Oh,
he can't
he's moving
mooch.
to Cebu, right?
Yeah, because he can't mooch. He can mooch like that in Cebu. There's a bunch of suckers out there. There's a bunch of foreigners always coming into Cebu, but it's not like that in Davao. You know, you can't do that in Davao. There's not too many suckers like that. You know.
Well, now we got the three activists that are freeloading off everybody. Come back. You got Bama on, always begging for money. You got Frank. I'm sorry. You got Michael on, and then you got he's always asking for money, and then you got Big Cav.
Who's this Michael Arn guy?
Michael, what's his face?
you might be talking about Fazio.
Yeah, Mike Fazio.
Fazio.
Mike Fazio.
Fazio's always trying to get money, and then you got Bama coming back trying to get money.
I don't ever watch him.
And Big Cav, he's always just begging for money. So you got the three beggars on getting
You guys talking about the hobgoblin, man?
So,
trying to move away from it.
I got another question for you. Explain what a hobgoblin is. And I think the only one who might really know this is Lost.
Ooh, because of my Magic the Gathering gaming.
Yeah, you know the anthology of all different mythical creatures and stuff like that.
Yeah, orc type, goblin, troll type, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I think they're just a smaller subspecies of a goblin.
Yeah, just
would be aware of.
That's it.
All right, I give you the characteristics of a hobgoblin. A hobgoblin will impose his values and ethics upon you, but will not follow them himself. Okay? And see, when I call him a hobgoblin, it's not because he looks like one. See, nobody's getting it. Okay.
Well, he does look like one. Those pointy little ears,
Hey,
man. And
all right, hold on. I had to Google hobgoblin real quick.
Wow.
Listen to a few of these definitions. An ugly, mischievous, mischievous goblin, an object or source of fear, dread, harassment, a bugbear. I don't know where that part comes in. Another one is an evil or mischievous goblin. The other one is a boogie.
And they'll cause havoc in your life. Okay.
Yeah.
See, if I call you a name, like if I call you a hobgoblin, if I call you some other name, there's a reason behind it. It's not really because you look like that. It's because what you act like. See, and a lot of people, when I did the hobgoblin video, it went over their fucking head. Okay. And I remember the first one that called Bama a hobgoblin was Aloe de Winter. And he said on RRR, he goes, "Who is this hobgoblin?" And I did just like Lost did. I went to Google and I Googled hobgoblin. I went to YouTube and did it there. And I saw a couple of videos. And I said, "Oh, fuck, yeah. Now I know what he's fucking talking about, man." Okay.
Well, he does look like the Green Goblin off the Super Marvel. He does look like that.
Well, actually, there's a hobgoblin character also, but like some of the mythical-looking hobgoblins that I'm looking at pictures of, if you were to put like the big, pointy, elfy-looking ears on Barry, you might have
and
something very similar to what's showing. A lot of them here got kind of grayish skin, so I guess a pale person who lives in a cave could qualify.
Well, I thought it was kind of weird, man, because he was actually on one of his live streams. He was trying to tell people how to raise their children. I thought it was kind of comical.
That's what fucking hobgoblins do, man. Okay. And so he was named properly. Okay. He was named properly.
And
the last thing.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, go for it, mate.
I apologize, mate. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, these days, I just don't watch him, mate. I just avoid it. And
yeah, I'm trying to avoid all that stuff.
His channel is wrecked, man. His channel is wrecked.
It's all your fault, Popeye. It's all your fault.
There's a hobgoblin beer.
Yeah,
let's see who makes this.
Yeah, I think the thing is, no one had to do anything. I think eventually he was going to always run his own channel into the ground.
Yeah, you don't need to. I mean, it's just a faster process. I could help it along a little. But,
that's so sweet of you, MJ. I love how you give people a helping hand.
Yeah, I could speed up the process a little bit.
Yeah, you're such a good guy, MJ. I love it, man.
I like to get the facts, to the point pretty quick, man. So
yeah, you like shit expedited, right? 999 there.
Hobgoblin beer sounds pretty good. Witchwood Brewery, they make a hobgoblin beer, man. This stuff is actually up in England. This looks pretty good.
Well, why don't you send them a case?
I'll send me a case.
Send them a case and tell them, hey, drink this for us on live stream, man.
I gotta see if I can find that somewhere here.
You know what? I want to send him a bottle of Jack Daniels. I want to send him a bottle of Jack Daniels again.
Oh, man. Come on, guys. What did I tell you about that shit, man? Jack Daniels and fucking Bama on a live stream? Those two don't mix. Come on, man. You know that.
That's hilarious, son.
That fucking Jack Daniels is like Aunt Jemima pancake syrup with alcohol in it. That's all that shit is.
Yeah, it is sugar.
Oh, man. So who reset your modem, Thunder?
Would have been my brother's son, I would say.
Oh, man. Did you break his hands?
Should.
My household, children should be seen and not heard.
I guess that's just one of the downfalls of having a shared house, you know. So
yeah, that'll do it, man. That'll do it.
But really struggling to find a place with a dog. A lot of places here just don't want people with dogs in their houses. So.
Really? What kind of dog you got?
American Bulldog.
American Bull.
Hey, what's this thing I heard about Australia? They're supposedly going to have a housing crash, or it's pretty horrible to buy a home right now.
Well, housing's pretty expensive here, mate. Definitely, there's. I don't know about a housing crash, but
I heard some shit about on 60 Minutes. It was about some tower that you guys constructed over there that I guess it was about to fall, and it was like newly constructed not too long ago.
Maybe on the East Coast, but I don't watch the news here much.
In Sydney, it was like some big state of the art. People spent like millions of dollars, man, and they weren't even able to move in, really, I guess.
Was China involved?
I tell you what is happening over here is they're bringing in cheap labor from overseas, and I think that's in the end going to cost them big time. You're not going to get the same quality of work.
Yeah, because they were saying something about Australia has a lot of problems with like housing, like the way stuff's built. It's like the infrastructure's not, it's like crumbling or.
Well, the only infrastructure like in where I live is really the water pipes, because they're so old now, and on a regular basis you'll get them busting and bloody big geysers coming out in the middle of the road and damaging people's houses and shit like that. But yeah, the infrastructure like that is old. But I don't know, like the houses they build these days, they kind of look like factories. They're all box shape, and they kind of lost a bit of style here.
They all look like the same ricky ticky tacky houses.
Yeah, it seems to be the new thing. And personally, I mean, the houses inside are beautiful, but the outside of them, they just look like boxes put together.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I know my house isn't going to collapse. I got so much cement in this goddamn house, it'll never collapse.
Have you got stock in cement?
I'm buying it. I think so. I think so.
MJ, hook him up, man. Hook him up with a good commodity stock for cement, man.
I just had to go out and get 150 bags this morning. They're going to deliver it tomorrow. It never ends.
Yeah, I have heard the housing thing. I reckon I might have heard a little bit about that, MJ, but whether it happens or not, I don't know. I mean, the Australian dollar's not, for a while now, hasn't been doing that good. I'm not sure if it's on the up and up at the moment, but.
Australia. So you guys hire illegals over there for cheap labor too, or what?
Well, that's what I'm finding out now. Yeah, is a friend of mine was over in Victoria and talking to some construction guys, and they were talking about they were not so much illegals, but they were bringing over cheap labor, which like there's enough unemployment here to I just don't understand why they would do it. To be honest with you,
are they Mexican illegals or what?
No. Actually, usually from Southeast Asia.
Oh, I thought you could go down to the Home Depot and pick up a couple of MJs, man, and get some shit done for the day.
Oh yeah, man, they're all over the Home Depot over here. And you know it's funny. A lot of people think, oh man, but they don't make much. People don't realize those guys too. They don't pay taxes. And how much those guys charge over there now? They'll charge $20 to $25 an hour without paying taxes. Some of them they make good money waiting over there, waiting for jobs, man, because they get work every day.
Well, over here, a labourer on a construction site can make up to how you doing, Kev? About $35 an hour.
You better be careful.
What does that equate?
You better be careful, MJ.
35 Aussie dollars. Is that the same?
Well, I mean, what you got to realise, it's relevant to everything, the cost of living here.
So I know, like, if you go to the Philippines, the Aussie dollar is only worth around like what, 30 or 40.
What is it in the Philippines? It might be down to high 30s, I think.
Ours was, when I left the airport, it said that the American dollar was like 56 pesos to the $1.
Yeah, so it might be around the 40 then but I have noticed that compared to the peso and the Thai baht, the Australian dollar has gone down. So, but I'm
better
not
be
sure.
careful, MJ, man. Talking about Home Depot, picking up labor and shit. You sound like a fucking white guy, dude.
Well, I am, man. I'm a gringo, man. I'm born here. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, nah. What happens is they have cops around though too. So if you pick up one of these fuckers, I mean, I've had a friend that actually, yeah, he got ticketed and all that shit, man, for that, for picking up laborers like that. Yeah. So they'll have undercovers around, watching, the way it is. Yeah, but they ask about $20, $20 to $25 an hour, and those guys don't pay any taxes, So. Yeah.
Yeah, Chicken Choker, it's the same here, the sponsorship workers. And I just don't understand. I mean, there's enough unemployment here to get workers. So I think at the end of the day, they're going to have a big problem, especially with the quality of work.
You get what you pay for, man. Get
Exactly.
what you pay for.
I tell you, the guys that built my house, the guys that work for me, they get $25 a week, and that's for 3 people. Yeah.
Yeah, that's unreal.
Shit, man. You're a plantation owner, for Christ's sake.
$25 a week, man. That's what she's paying that carpenter man.
Keep talking like that, you're going to trigger MJ, man. Okay?
Yeah, 2 people working for him, too. Yeah.
But then again, I mean, the money's relevant to the country you're living in. So it sounds like chicken feed to us, but it's probably good money for them.
Yeah.
Plus, they get merienda in the afternoon. They get coffee and a merienda in the afternoon. Holy!
Oh, that's pretty white of you there, dude.
That's pretty white of me. They get a cup of coffee, a merienda, bread or something in the afternoon, a roll.
But I watch a guy who vlogs from Thailand. He's a pretty cool guy, and he gets workers in, and he's an engineer himself, and he's pretty well got to stand over them, to make sure they do ship, how he wants it, and he's had to get them to do things again because they just cut corners or don't do things properly, and I guess it's the same in the Philippines.
I don't want to go through a hassle like that. If I'm gonna put somebody on a fucking job, I'm gonna make sure they're good and they're gonna do the job right. It ain't worth the hassle, to save a few fucking bucks.
Yeah, I mean, here we got places you can ring to make sure you get hold of a good tradesman, so there's no excuse for it, really. And who was it? Someone was talking about it the other day. Lost, it might have been. I think it was Lost anyway. Like, you can check up on someone and check their last few jobs and see how they've done and before you hire them. It doesn't take a lot.
Where'd Lost go? Is he playing Dungeons and Dragons on the side while he's doing a live stream?
Hey, what's up? But yeah, but I'll tell you what though, man, a lot of those people from across the border, you're gonna get good work done by them. I mean, living here in the U.S. and being here in California, I think that people that are coming from Mexico and Central America, they have more of a work ethic.
I tell you,
people. They have more of a work ethic than white people do here in the U.S. I could tell you that.
Yeah.
Well, even I mean, they work their asses off, man.
When I was in the U.S. in Oklahoma, Tulsa, I was in a pretty nice area at the time, and with a friend of mine who worked for American Airlines, he was in charge of all the maintenance on the American Airlines planes, and he actually had a heart attack while he was driving his car and drove into a man-made lake. And there was all these buildings being built around there, so there was all these people with that, but all Mexican workers, and none of them could swim, mate, and he ended up drowning.
Shit.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Well, I would say that they have a better work ethic, man, than people do in the U.S. I tell you that, man.
Well, those are
Well, look
Mexicans.
what we teach our kids, MJ.
Yeah,
Do you know that long time ago, the only reason why you got the summer off from school was so that you could plow the fields, plant the seeds, and shit like that? That's the only reason why you got the summer off from school. Okay?
Yeah.
Our kids don't work in the summertime anymore. What do?
Fuck no.
You send them to summer camp. You send them to computer camp. You send them to Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, you send them to Dungeons and Dragons school. They have fucking fun. They have fun all summer, man.
Painting action figurines, school, and
yeah.
Shit, I had to get my ass off to work. Damn.
I think.
And the reason why the people usually from these developing nations are a little more hungry to get that success, where their work ethic comes into.
Yeah, very true.
But we gotta admit it though, us as Americans we're lazy. I mean, we're way more lazy.
Fucking spoiled, man.
We're becoming way more lazy. Absolutely, I agree with that.
We had that. We had that issue here when we had Vietnamese first coming to Australia, and they would always be top students because once you gave them the chance to get an education here, they took it with both hands and ran with it. Where here it's taken for the Australian kids just didn't take advantage of it and very blasé about it. But the Asian kids that were coming over here, mate, they just
Even in Japan, look, they go to school 6-7 days out of the week. They go to school every day, I think. This none of this. 2
Japan has they have problems with their work things for sure.
Really? Well, it's because they don't produce anything. They don't really. They have a dwindling population. That's why they're. Whenever that what was it, that big stock market crash they had? They call it like the lost generation back in what was the early 90s, and their market never recovered. They have a dwindling population, man.
They produce good-looking women. I gotta give them that.
But yeah, they don't really produce anything no more, man. They don't make that. It's this to tech, a lot of tech companies and stuff like that, but I don't think they produce any products anymore.
But you guys would see the same thing over there, wouldn't you? Like with immigrants coming to America, how they really embrace any education they can get, and that's what's
look at the
happened over here.
Look at the Chinese, man. The Chinese people, when they come to the U.S., they flourish. You don't hear them complaining, man. But a lot of them thrive here in the U.S., man.
Yeah, because they're not. They've come from somewhere where they got nothing, and they realize that they work hard, or even like the kids that study hard, that they can get somewhere. I think American kids are like Australian kids; are very blasé about it and want everything handed to them on a platter.
Yeah, we have it too easy.
Yeah, exactly.
We have it too easy in the U.S.
I notice as well, like Asian parents are very big.
But that's why we're the greatest country in the U.S., though, Thunder. I mean, in the world, Thunder.
Oh, that's debatable, buddy.
You know that's true, man. That's why people come to the U.S. in droves, man.
I mean, first off, there's no doubt the U.S. is the most powerful country on earth as far as military goes, and there's a time when they would say that it was the land of opportunity. I'm not so sure it's that same place anymore.
Why not? We've had a black president. What do you mean it's not the land of opportunity? We've had a black president. Have you guys ever had a black president?
No, we don't have presidents, mate. Hey, Gunnar.
Well, whatever you guys
Prime
have.
Minister, Prime
Well,
Minister.
whatever you guys have, do you guys have ever been
No,
a
I
man of
would say
color?
it's still the
I'll
There's
tell you
still the
what, we
land of
have.
opportunity, but a lot of the opportunities is not quite as abundant as it used to be. But it's still.
I'll tell you what, MJ, we've had a female prime minister. Have you had a female president?
We've had a female. We've
No,
had a female run for president.
No, 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 no. The question is, have you had a female president?
no, we haven't, and I'll tell you why. Because our country is sane. Okay. All right. I see what old Teresa's doing to England, and I'm just like shaking my head, man. Actually, England would be better off if they had Obama for a prime minister, to tell you the truth. I know I'll take shit about that, but fuck it.
I think, like, I know a lot of guys have issues with Obama, but probably at the time, the same thing as with Trump, he was the lesser of two evils,
I think Trump is doing great, man.
Yeah,
He's
yeah. I'm saying I don't have no issues with Trump, but he got elected over Hillary because he was the lesser of two evils.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. I mean, Jesus Christ.
I mean,
Yeah,
to
he
me,
also spoke to the he really spoke to the common man. He wasn't using all the political mumbo jumbo language. He spoke plainly, and that appealed to a lot of people.
That's why I like that about him, because he wasn't a politician, man. He didn't kind of mix words. He wasn't trying to. He was kind of a blunt dude. Blunt.
He got up on the stump and he said, "I'm gonna fuck him up. I'm gonna clean him out. I'm gonna build a fucking wall." And he said, and he told everybody, "I'm gonna piss the fucking world off." And guess what? He did it. I give the guy kudos, man.
Yeah,
the best part of Trump is that he's not politically correct. I think that's refreshing in this day and age.
Yeah.
I don't need that shit in my life, man. Just tell me if there's a booger on my face, say, "Hey, wipe the booger off your face." Don't give me some spiel, man.
What we're doing is creating a generation of sensitive pricks that
Yeah, you bunch of fucking panty waste, man. Just come out and say it. Fucking panty waste, motherfuckers. Look what they're doing in colleges, man. They're in colleges. The birthplace of the freedom of speech movement in Berkeley has shut down freedom of speech, man. Them motherfuckers are losing their fucking minds.
Yeah, Gunnar, I agree. That's one of the things I do like about him. The one thing you have to watch, though, is he's a billionaire and he's made a lot of money. He's also gone broke at times. So I'm not so sure he's going to fix the economy like everyone thinks he will.
I don't know. Economy's moving along right now, man. Even now, I got my phone blowing up, man. Hey, would you like to come back to work? Fuck off. Ain't going back to work. And, nope, don't want to work for you. Thank you. I put that application in 5 years ago.
I just seen something recently. I think it had to do with aluminium, or as you guys call it, aluminum, where he put tariffs on the Chinese so that American companies could start growing again, and it did. It worked, but then the Chinese put tariffs on some of the agricultural businesses over there, and now it's affecting them. So, on one hand, he's doing the right thing for America, but then on the other hand, they're going to be wearing the consequences of that.
But here's the other side of that. Right now, we're in these negotiations with the Chinese for the tariffs to come off and to have actual fair trade. And no other president has ever done that. They promised it, but didn't do it. But I mean, if you want to get something that you want from these communist countries, you got to walk up to them. You got to punch them in the nose, and you got to expect that they're going to hit you back, and if they hit you back and you run away like a little bitch, you're not going to get what you want. And fucking Trump is standing his ground. I give him credit. You know, he's standing his ground. He said, "You bitches are going to start doing fair trade. You're going to stop stealing our fucking technology." You know, and Pence recently come out and said, "We're going back to the moon in 5 years. Fuck the Chinese." Okay, and I love it. That's all I hear out of the administration is "fuck the Chinese, fuck the Soviet Union. We're not taking your shit anymore."
Fuck the
And
police.
I'll tell you what,
Fuck the police.
the biggest problem I see with the US, and
that too.
I don't know if you can fix it or not. I just don't see it. But the fact that your Federal Reserve is owned by international bankers, I mean, that's fucking ludicrous, mate.
Well, that's all those fucking panty waist Democrats fucking giving everything away, man.
I mean, you've had presidents in the past that have kicked international bankers out, Andrew Jackson being one of them. But I just cannot
That was the
understand
last time, actually.
Yeah, I just can't understand why. I don't know. I got a feeling lost that JFK was also on heading down that same road as well. Because I think it was like 1913 when J.P. Morgan and the Vanderbilts and that created the Federal Reserve. But to me, that's a big issue. The Federal Reserve should never be owned by any corporation. It should be owned by the country itself.
And you know what that's all part of, Thunder? That's all part of what they call globalism, which Trump fights against. Okay?
Yeah.
Who owns the Federal Reserve?
International bankers, mate.
Yeah, but isn't that what's that rich? What is that rich guy they say? What's his name?
It's a
conglomerate.
Yeah, that's the word. Thank you, Popeye.
Got you covered, bro.
Yeah, it's not just one person. It's a group. It's a group. Thanks, mate.
Shit English.
Bloody Americans. Jesus.
And and Trump is getting away from globalism. He's like, no, we're going to seal our borders. This is fucking America. You're not going to come and go as you fucking please. We're taking back America. And these motherfuckers in 2016 flew over the middle states, didn't stop, didn't bother to talk to them, ask them what they wanted, and they wonder why they lost the election. Well, that's why they lost the election. They flew over middle America, is what they did. They thought the East Coast and the West Coast was going to win them the election. And now they want to turn around and say, well, we think the Electoral College should go. Dude, if the Electoral College goes, you know who's going to fucking put a president in the Oval Office every term? New York and California.
Yeah, WAE. I thought it was about 1913. That date just stuck out to me for some reason.
1913 is when we gave the power to the Federal Reserve.
Yeah, that's when they created it. It was J.P. Morgan, Vanderbilt, and someone else as well.
Yeah, all the super rich billionaire people, railroad tycoon people, and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I can't remember all. I can't remember all the names.
The Rockefellers.
I don't know if I heard Rockefeller's name mentioned it, but Vanderbilt and J.P. Morgan for sure were two of them.
They're all crooks, though, man. Back in the day.
Well, nobody really knows exactly who kind of is truly behind it, But
no. Well, they hide
true
behind
owners, but
they hide behind their corporations, mate. I mean, that's why if you see that when they put up a list of the richest people in the world,
you don't own the Federal Reserve or involved with them.
Possibly, very possibly.
Yeah, they say they're like the wealthiest people.
Well, the thing is, you don't really know who the wealthy is because they hide behind all these different corporations. It would be hard to track down exactly,
Yeah, they set up all those shell corporations. That's what you're talking about. Different names and shit. They hide their assets.
Exactly.
That shit's been going on ever since the Illuminati, man. Okay,
I think
it's all
what happened
fuck.
that happened from the days of the guy that Ed mentioned, the Rockefellers, because I remember they got stuck into him at one stage. Was it Rockefeller with the oil and that? And they tried to break his company up and shit, and
Yeah.
so
It's like I think the last really big company that ever got broken up, it happened in the late 70s, early 80s, was AT&T, Ma Bell. They just smashed the shit out of that motherfucker because that motherfucker had a monopoly on everything. Everybody was paying AT&T in America.
hey, trustee, look, one of the great things about America, and the only thing is that they don't go far enough with it, is the laws they have to stop monopolies. I think they need to be stronger, but it is one of the better things.
That's pretty funny you say that, man. The laws need to be stronger. I hear that all the time. Actually, if these fucking government officials that we elect got off their dead asses and actually enforced what was in place, we wouldn't have an actual fucking problem.
Agreed.
Yeah, I mean, the one that bothers me the most is the media. Um, Unfortunately, we get a view through the media of just of a few people, because at the end of the day, I've seen stories of certain things that will happen, and the media will drop it like a hot rock, won't touch it, but then again put over shit to the public that when they want to get their opinion heard. So the media is probably one of the most dangerous things out there, really.
When I see these talking heads on TV, 99.9% of the time, I'll be quite honest with you, I do not believe a fucking word that comes out of their mouth.
No, I agree too. I've watched. I don't know if you guys watch the Joe Rogan Experience. I know Lost does, and I've seen him with a few different reporters and war correspondents and that, and it's amazing at how much they they're controlled, or what they write gets controlled, and what gets out there. We don't hear the truth all the time. We're only hearing what they want us to hear.
Mm-hmm. That's why every time Trump gets up there and he says like CNN, MSNBC, fake news, I fucking roll off my chair because them motherfuckers have a heart attack. And then they got the balls to say you're curtailing the freedom of speech and the press, and that's so against being an American. But yet these same people, change the narrative of what's really happened.
Exactly.
And, they turn around and they want globalism. I'm like, dude, they're nothing but a bunch of fucking hypocrites, man.
Well, globalism when it suits them.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line.
Yeah. Look where globalism got England, Great Britain. Great Britain ain't so great anymore, is it? They're trying to get out. They're trying to get out of that fucking European conglomerate shit.
Well, Brexit. I mean, they voted against it. Like to get rid of it, and they're still there. So it's like the government aren't even listening to the people anyway.
The people
they're just shitting
Brexit.
on the people, man.
The people voted for Brexit. They want out of the EU.
Yeah. And dude, getting away from that EU mafia, that they're just as bad as the fucking Costa Nostra from Sicily, okay?
Oh God, what's this? I'm getting sent. You're a sick man, Dick Insider. You're really sick. Oh shit.
What'd he do? Send you a picture of his furry butt?
Oh no, he just a video. I won't mention. He has sent me some fucking horrible ones, though. I'll tell you. him and Gunner. Although to be fair to Gunner, his aren't all that bad. But Dick Insider, you're twisted, man. You're quiet, Ed. What's going on? You got told off by your wife again?
No, she's sleeping.
I thought she might have come in there and told you to shut up or something, or told you to clean your room.
Sound asleep.
Dude, it's fucking 2 a.m., Ed. You should be in a bar with like about 10 Filipinas around you. Got a big pitcher of beer hoisted in the air, man.
And this city closes up at 6:30.
Oh, they roll the streets up at 6:30 p.m.?
Yeah, yep.
Fuck.
Well,
What do
wait,
you
no,
live? You live in
7:30.
Smallville or what?
7:30 they can close the streets up.
Huh?
Gunner. Trusty.
Oh, what's up, Trusty? What's up, man?
I will. I guess the story is that BK made his way over there for Ren's birthday. It took him some chocolates and some Belgian beer and all the rest of it, and then come the day for the birthday party, BK was waiting for a phone call to find out where it was going to be held, and Ren told him that he wasn't invited because it was just for family only, and
I wonder if Frank told him I
gave
wonder
him
if
the
it was
cold shoulder.
I wonder if it was
Yeah,
Rennie.
he gave him the cold shoulder like he was the ugly kid in the group, man.
I wonder if it was Rennie Trixie that did it though.
Nah, I don't think so.
Dude, they treated poor BK like he was the special ed kid. They wouldn't let him. They wouldn't let him sit at the cool kid lunch table, man.
Yeah.
Like he was the ugly duckling in the group or something, man. Like,
That was fucked up, dude. It's fucked up, man. What happened to all that inclusiveness in the French Fry 7 family, man? I've heard him say, "You're part of the family, man. You're part of the family." Where'd that fucking family shit go? Oh, went right out the fucking window.
Well, there's a lesson to be learnt there, you know.
Yeah.
I bet it was Trixie that told him not to come, not Ren.
Yeah, there's a good lesson to be learned. Some people on YouTube are full of shit, man.
Yeah,
That's a lesson to be learned.
I really believe when Trixie says jump, Ren says how far.
Dude.
I don't know. I don't know.
For a guy who can't come out, he doesn't go out by himself. He always has to be with his lady. I mean, that's more like it, man.
That could be his choice.
You know, MJ, to be quite honest with you.
That's not a manly thing, though, is it, Thunder? I mean, you got to be coddled by your girlfriend 24/7, 7 days a week, like you're a 5-year-old. I mean,
it's hard to say because you know you're only getting a small view into his life. You don't really see.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
MJ, I gotta tell you, bro, when you hook up with a Filipina and you say the magic words "I love you," that's it. She's like, it's like she's a magnet and you're steel. She's not gonna let you out of your sight, man, because like she don't want nobody else getting her hands on her commodity. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I don't use those words, man. Those words.
Yeah. So you go to PI and you say the words "I love you," you're fucked. Okay.
Yeah, Trusty, if you want, BK put a video up about it. He did put a video up. I think it's called Sentai 7 Fake or Sentai Fake, something like that. Or
yeah, I had to watch it
he's a fake Mexican.
I had to watch that fucker 3 times before I understood what he was saying.
Look, like I said, I've got my issues with the guy, but I feel for him. I think what happened to him was a fucking, you know, it was bullshit. You know, he didn't deserve that. That's for sure.
Well, do you mind me asking? Do you mind me asking, Thunder, what your issue are with him? If you don't want to say, you don't have to say.
Oh, look, yeah, I'm happy to, mate. We were on another live stream, and I don't know if you've seen what it was like here in the early days. And on Focus's channel, we would time each other out for a bit of fun and shit, and we'd all do it to each other. And he was on another stream, and he came in. He said hello. I timed him out, and next minute, mate, I get a private message from him, and then in the chat, he's telling me I'm a camel fucker and all the rest of it, and abusing me, and
shit.
And the crazy thing was about it, I seen Junior the next day, and Junior said, "What the fuck is that? BK timed me out the day before," and thought it was funny. So,
well, actually, he jumped on 3 different live streams and 3 different live chats, and profess that I did unspeakable things to my daughter. So I actually have no love lost for the piece of shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
All right. And he's not welcome in my chat. And definitely, if he shows his little butthurt face here, I'll just say, okay, guys, have a good day. I'll see you.
Why? You've got a wrench, mate. You got a wrench. He hasn't.
You know, and fucking, you know, that's why I said I thought it was fucking funny that these cats are eating each other alive now. And I told everybody over a year and a half ago,
Yeah.
fake motherfucker, uh, little buddy fucker, BK, you know, uh, there's something, the clutch is not engaging in the brain housing group. And you know what? I was public enemy number fucking 1 for saying it. Now look what happened. Where's my fucking apology? Don't worry about it. I don't need it, man. I'm not a thin-skinned little cocksucker like some people out there.
I never heard anybody say like, "Yeah, you guys were right. You guys were correct."
You still are
The
number one.
Munchkins never said it, man. I've never heard any of those guys, man, saying, "Hey, those guys were correct."
Yeah, they're all embarrassed. You know, they're all embarrassed. But don't worry, I won't ask for no apologies or ass kissing or.
You are still the enemy number 1, Popeye.
I like it like that, Ed. I like it like that.
Way. You got to keep that way. Don't change.
I wonder what's going on. They won't let me swear in the chat. I've got nothing blocked.
Uh-oh.
I wanted to swear at you, dick.
Who's dick inside of calling a camel fucker?
Me, he's there. But in all fairness, you are a camel fucker. Because BK told me to go fuck my camel or something.
Did he really? Oh my god! You know.
Well, I can't write it in there, dick inside, so I'll say it. You're a fucking prick with ears, mate. Yeah. Oh, look, I mean, I was kind of surprised, and when he sent me the message, I sent one back saying, "Look, mate, I was just joking. It's just all in fun," but he just took it so serious.
The butt hurt is strong with that one.
Well, then he was going around saying that I was butthurt. But the bottom line with me was, well, why be friends with someone who would chuck you under the bus?
Now, MJ, that leads me back to ask you all this, okay? And you get the answer you want. Be quite honest, man. Fucking, did I or did I not tell you the dangers of smoking the Mary Jane? Okay.
Of course, man.
All right. You see it now, right? You see it, right?
Yes.
All right, bro. All right. I just want to show some love for you, man. I care for you, okay? All right. Fellow sailor, man, okay? All right. I don't want to see you get on that road. It'd be ugly.
No. I could never be ugly, man. Come on, man. You're too pretty.
Okay. He got all upset when I started fucking pounding him, calling him a fucking hophead and shit, and telling him what marijuana does. And man, he's psycho. He's psycho. He sounded like a gun mount fucking churning with no rounds in the fucking hopper, man. It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I'm surprised, Popeye, if he said that stuff about you that you mentioned.
Oh, there's no if. He did. I got the screenshots.
that to me that's just fucking. You guys already know that there's certain things I don't like, and that's definitely that's a no. I won't ever allow that shit on this channel. But other than that, I mean, the guy is a little bit sensitive. I think Lost was saying that earlier, but I don't have nothing against the guy, really. It's just I just find it hard to be friends with somebody who would chuck me under the bus like that,
Yeah. Well, I'm starting a support channel on YouTube. Okay. And this support channel is for guys who go to the Philippines and fucking hook up with wash women that have a basketball lineup. Okay, we're gonna meet once a week. All right, we're gonna meet once a week, and we're gonna talk about the situation, and hopefully get some of these guys on the road to recovery. What do you think, MJ?
Look,
I think so,
I
man.
tell you, I got an issue with that. I mean, making fun of the wash women and that. I mean, we, attack the guys and that, but why, have a go at their wives and that? I mean, for the most part, they're just innocent victims, and
Oh, that's so
Well,
true.
Agreed.
if
But
you're on YouTube, well, anybody who's on YouTube is considered fair game, right?
no. The guy who's got a channel is fair game, but not his missus. Like, I'll give you an example. Frank
On
with
YouTube, no, they're not. They're not.
no,
They're not fair.
I think just because Frank's a dickhead doesn't mean we should be, calling out his wife over it. I mean, or his girlfriend or whatever she is.
oh,
I
before you go any further with that, let me give you
No.
some information. Okay, Frank has hauled his woman on YouTube on camera and had her speak and brought her into it. Now,
Right.
I agree with you, Thunder, that hey, if the babe is not on YouTube, don't be talking shit about her. Okay. And I agree with you 100%. But Frank brought her into it, and oh, dude, all bets are off now.
but we all know what that dickhead is like. So, to
Yeah.
me, the first thing that comes to my mind is that he would have fucking forced her on there. He would have, I don't think she would have had much choice. It's do what you're told sort of thing with Frank. That's how.
You think it's under duress?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Oh,
I'm
but that's
always
because
willing to listen, man.
I just think that's what that guy's like. I mean, he's to me. I mean, the guy's sandwich short of a picnic, and I don't watch him. I don't give him my time. Um, I
Did
don't
you
have
see my
nothing good to
latest
say about him.
1x1 short there, Thunder?
Uh, no, I got the notification, but I don't think I've watched it yet. I'm kind of
Oh,
behind at the moment.
dude, you gotta watch it, man. You need it. Look. If you need a good laugh, you watch it. Okay,
Will do.
all right, and it's all about him. Okay,
Uh, okay. Chicken choker. Women, children, disabled, or people are not exempt if shown present. No. I disagree totally. Children, never, fucking never. I don't care what kids say or what YouTube channel they're on. Children should always be exempt. Women, I guess, if they're going to go on there and attack people, like Popeye said, yeah, I can agree with that. The disabled, well, again, if we're talking about mentally disabled people, I don't see the any fun in taking advantage or making fun of those sort of people.
but then on the other hand, you got to look at it this way, Thunder. This mug comes on, and he starts talking about his girlfriend, which it is his girlfriend. Okay, he's not married to her.
Yeah.
That's a fucking lie. And the minute you start doing that, you're asking everybody and their fucking brother to rain hell on you. And you can't deny that.
Yeah, look, Dick Insider here. She didn't know what she was getting into. No malice on her part. I think that's right, Dick Insider. I think Frank's that sort of guy that would use her. He's the sort of guy, actually. If bullets were flying, he'd put his wife in front or his girlfriend in front of him. That's how I see him.
Who's like that?
The chair.
That he would what?
If there were bullets flying, mate, he'd hold his wife or girlfriend in front of him and let her take the fucking shots. That's just how I see him, MJ. I don't see him as being a man. There's nothing manly about the guy.
And you're speaking about people that should be laid off of. I always say old people should be let off of too. Don't screw with old people.
No way, you wanker. You fucking. Yeah, that's. I agree, Dick and Cider. That's what it seemed like to me.
What if they only act retarded? We could still make fun of them if they just only act retarded, right?
Jesus, MJ.
I mean, there's a difference in being retarded and looking and acting retarded, right?
I guess so. I just it's like when you have an argument. If me and Popeye are discussing something, let's have a go at the issue, not the person. Like attack the subject, not the person.
Yeah, some people don't know how to do that. Like that's like with BK too, man. I mean, like a lot of my issue too. I mean, we could crack jokes on each other and make fun of people and this and that. But when you like implement them on some like stupid, like he was trying to call me a chomo and shit like that. I mean, that's a little bit different. I don't mind cracking jokes on each other, shit like that. But when you like
I have
say
an
some
issue with
shit like
Popeye.
that,
I have an issue with Popeye. The goddamn he want $15.
Fuck.
$5 is goddamn all he's getting, and all he keeps showing $15.
How you doing, Nathan?
I got an issue with that son of a bitch.
I just to carry on with what MJ was saying there. I mean, a lot of people ask me or have said to me, why the hell do I allow him on the channel? And it's because I can see that MJ's just a shit stirrer for the most part, and people can't get over that. And some people are a bit thin-skinned and they take it too seriously. I don't take MJ all that seriously all the time. I mean, definitely he's got some good shit to say, but a lot of the times he's just having digs at people to get a reaction, and people can't see that.
Oh, so a
Yeah.
lot of people told you I shouldn't be on the show, huh?
Oh yeah, I don't listen to him though, MJ. I'll pick my own friends and my own enemies, buddy.
Oh yeah, you're growing up to be the new Popeye.
Yeah, we should kick MJ off. Get out of here. Goddamn dude.
Oh, dude.
But
I
I
was
mean,
like,
whereas MJ doesn't break the rules, he tends to bend them.
yeah, that's what sailors do.
Hey,
What's
as far
this?
as like attacking women and that kind of stuff, for me, I would say if an example, if me and Popeye were going at it, and Popeye had his wife or girlfriend come on there and attack me, I would still avoid her. I would still just keep it to the source of Popeye.
Dude,
You know what I mean? I wouldn't even go after it.
Yeah, look what happened to me on the Saturday night show with Dave, and
Well, you'll have
that
to explain it to me because I don't know.
guy Gary, he just like come out of nowhere and attacked my ass and said I
Oh yeah.
talk shit about his channel and blah 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 blah, and I really didn't say shit, but said, hey, I never talked about your channel. And then he brought his old lady on, and she talked some smack. I didn't say shit. You know why? Because I didn't do shit. It didn't happen. And, in the end, the guy had to turn around and do a live stream and apologize. Right?
I do believe though, if the woman comes on talking smack, then she's fair game. I believe so.
Yeah.
That's why I said for me. I'm personally not going to going to stoop. I'm not going to stoop to it. Yeah, and
I think you're just old school. You're just old school, man. You don't fuck with
perhaps,
women,
but I don't. I don't feel like
that's not a bad thing
online.
Either. Yeah, that's not a bad thing either.
But man. Yeah, I mean, if you feel a woman now in person, it might be a different story. I definitely ain't gonna get involved in the line. There's no way. If some woman is verbally abusing me in my face, then it might be a different story. But I would still try to avoid it as best I could.
Yeah, I'm with you, Lost. I think I'm with you.
The only time a woman should have verbally abused a guy is in the bedroom when they're having a good time. Okay, that's it.
Yeah,
that's the way I see it. Okay.
I was going to say something then, but I won't. I'll probably end up having my nuts cut off.
I just believe in equal opportunity, man. I mean,
oh no, I agree.
I'm the type, if a woman wants to act like a man, and they can get treated like one too.
Now, here's a question for all of you, man. What is with these guys that go to fucking Philippines they get a girlfriend. Okay, and I think that's fine. Get a girlfriend, you fall in love. That's all on you, man. And then you turn around and you come up on your fucking blog and you say, "This is my wife," and you two aren't even fucking married. I mean, what's up with that? Help me out with that, there.
Well, do they have like common law? It's like if you're with them for so long. I
Oh
think
yeah,
Kevin explained it.
you
'Cause I
live
think
with a
Kevin
peanut for 6 months, man. She's like, that's yours. Okay, you're
Yeah,
fired.
because I think Kevin
Yeah.
brought that
Well,
up
that
too
would,
in the past.
for me, that would go down to an individual basis almost, because each person will determine how their significant other would be, because marriage is typically kind of a religious thing. So if you're not maybe a religious person and you donate or you're, saying you're going to be with that person forever, I don't see why you wouldn't want to call them your wife, for an example.
I
If
got
you
a
plan
piece of
on being
paper.
with them and if you've made that commitment with them, then I don't see there being an issue calling them
But
a
don't
I
you
wife.
have
think that kind of ruins the sanctity of marriage?
I have a piece
Um,
of paper
I'm not
saying
a
that I am
Christian, so no, I don't.
Okay, fair enough.
Well,
Fair enough.
welcome back, Heidi.
I have a piece
I
of paper saying that I am married. It's not a
yeah,
piece
I
of paper
will never
saying
put you down,
I'm
Lost, for
married.
your heathen views.
Yeah.
Trust me on that. Okay.
Thank you.
Mm.
Well, that's why I think it's an individual. It's an individual kind of basis. So I mean,
I'm not
I don't
sure,
know. I
Heidi.
just I just see a rash of it lately, and I think it's fucking a joke. If you ask me.
I think they consider it, like some guys in the Philippines, they consider it just a respect issue, just to call that their wife, just like when they're in public or something, because maybe it's the Filipino. It's kind of shameful, especially if they've been with
So
a
you're
Filipino
saying
for,
they're using it as a shield?
yeah, maybe as a respect to because
Uh huh.
some of these guys are with these Filipinos for 3, 4, 5 years and
Yeah.
they're still not married. You know what I
Yeah,
yeah,
mean?
and
that
there's
could be true. That's
no
definitely a cultural thing there, for sure.
yeah, there's
I
no
think it
ring
is.
on it. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ, you've been with a guy for 3, 5 years,
Yeah, but
and
how
motherfucker
many
ain't put a ring
Filipinos
on
that
it.
are actually married? Well, Papa, you should know how many Filipinos over there who are actually married actually wear a ring. I mean,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's
yeah.
not that common for them to have a gold ring on their finger and be married.
Not a
I
wedding
ran
ring.
into that when I was there.
Not a wedding ring.
Yeah, not a wedding ring. Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
So
Or engagement ring.
you guys do know about the three rings, right?
Oh yeah, you told me
Okay.
about this one.
All right. So I'll just say it one more time for your audience. First, you got the engagement ring, then you got the wedding ring, and then you got the supper ring. Okay, that's all you got to know. All right.
It's a suffering. Mm.
The suffering, not the suffering.
Yeah.
Forgive my Bostonian lost. All right.
I haven't got to the suffering yet.
That's good. That's good. If you don't reach the suffering yet, kudos to you, brother.
Uh,
It's only been 6 years, so we're still almost in that honeymoon phase,
Oh, dude, you guys are fucking still newlyweds.
Man, only me. It's only been what, 5 months, almost 6 months.
look,
We just got married.
I, I was married for quite a while, and to be honest with you, it was
My,
never that
my
bad, and it
condolences.
it was never that bad until the end, and I guess mental disease played a part in that with the MS. I don't know if you guys know much about MS, but it
Yeah,
does
I
change.
know a lot about MS. Yeah.
It changes a person's personality, and
Hmm.
but other than that, married life was great for me. I enjoyed having in fact, it kept me out of jail. It kept me from being a total prick.
Yeah.
When my son was born, it changed everything.
Oh, yeah, you have a kid, man. You fucking straighten up and fly right,
Yeah,
or you either
yeah,
go south. You know what I mean?
yep.
Mm-hmm. True.
Gummy Bear, I think Nathan hit the hammer. I do remember something about why you were banned here, so behave yourself because Nathan's got a
Why
wrench
was
and you
he?
don't.
Why was he? Why was a gummy bear banned?
Nathan's probably remember more than me. But he was something he was said or doing on the channel. So, and I didn't see it at the time. But I think he was attacking David. For some reason, I think he's got a problem with David. At the end of the day, if you got a problem with someone, ignore them. I mean, I have to say, Popeye handled the other day really well. He didn't want to get involved in an argument and just did everything he could to close it up. And
you should probably block Graham from coming on here now, man, for acting like that.
No. Look, Graham's a good guy. So
he acted a fool for an old guy, I think.
I mean, obviously, I don't know the full story of what went on, and it's not my business. I'm not about to take sides or get involved in someone else's argument.
And I'll tell you why.
But you just said you let people block people for talking about David. That's getting into somebody else's.
No. But I think it had to do with David's girlfriend and his relationship. So I think that's.
But that's none of your.
There you go.
No.
I've told one of the rules on here, MJ, is not to talk about people's wives or girlfriends. Don't bring them into the argument here.
She's a YouTuber.
That's fine. Like I said, no attacking people's wives, girlfriends. I won't have any racism shit in here. And hell, I let you go with the cracker comment all the time, mate. So
see.
Hey, don't be calling me no cracker.
Shit. You're the Stay Puft Marshmallow fucking man, you goddamn white ass mofo.
Yeah, if I actually told you guys my last name, you wouldn't even call me a cracker anymore.
What did Gummy Bear say about Madeline? I want to know what he said.
I can't remember, but it was people were telling me shit. Gunner, he's not blocked now. I have unblocked him, so thanks, Heidi. Heidi, get hold of my baby and get her on here. We need some girls in the chat.
15th floor.
You need a little bit of some minorities in your lives too. I'm
16th floor.
I thought it was the channel for a while.
You know what? No, MJ, I'm gonna send you a Facebook message in a minute. I'm gonna tell you my last name. You'll quit calling me a cracker.
Damn. I've got to fucking put a wig on MJ, send him to the fantail where the barrel is, and let him fucking deal with it from there.
Oh, you're on the barrel for a week, huh?
Don't let him get away with that. Don't let him get away with that, MJ.
Well, it's in the barrel.
I tell you, Thunder, the reason why I closed that up because there was a lot more behind all of that, and I'm going to be honest with you, he wanted to bring it out, and I didn't want to bring all that shit out on your channel, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Popeye. Thanks.
Yeah. And I don't like it when people act like a smart ass like that. And I'll just tell you simple. If I'm going to do dirt, I'll run over to my own channel, light it off, and say, hey, everybody come listen. I'm going to do dirt. Okay?
Well, that's the way to do it. I mean, bringing it to someone else's channel is kind of bad taste, really.
Yeah, I like when I come in here to talk hockey, football, fucking politics. We talk about how fucking brown MJ is and shit. We have a fucking great time, man. Fucking great time, man. It's a break from the drama, from the petty bullshit. Inbred fighting that's going on around here,
Yeah.
Hey, whoa, what's wrong with inbred fighting?
You have to have some hobgoblin, man.
I mean, we gotta have some entertainment.
You have to have some hobgoblin.
Yeah, Gunner. I guess you could say that, Gunner. He is the token member on the panel.
I ain't no token.
You and Nico are my favorite cans. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean that. You know what a can is, right?
Yeah, I'm a can.
Yeah.
Nico's a can.
What is a can? I don't know. Now I'm curious.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fucking. There you go. Puerto Rican,
one of them Navy
Mexican.
things. Oh.
And even I'm a can. I'm an American. Oh man.
How you doing, Five? It's been a while.
Oh, what's up, Fives? How you doing, man? What's up, guys?
Five. Yeah, we're talking about Whataburger. I think I'm about to stop and get me a hamburger.
Now, I got me some Ettemans this morning. Chocolate covered donuts, man.
Ah, yum.
Yeah, that and a cup of coffee, and I'm ready to do another Popeye one short.
Well, I'll tell you what, Popeye, I'm kind of disappointed I haven't made the grade, mate. When am I going to get a Popeye short?
You know what? I think what I'll do is probably later on this afternoon while I'm watching General Hospital. I'll go through your live streams. All right. I'll go through your live streams and I'll look for something out of place and see if I can do one, man.
No worries.
I'll make you famous.
I like Days of Our Lives from when I was little. I remember the Days of Our Lives.
Your Days of Our Lives kind of guy?
Jesus. Don't tell me that show's still running. My mother used to watch that shit.
These are the days of our lives.
Yeah, what is it?
Is it still running?
Like Sans?
Still in there. What's his name still in it? That one dude with the long hair. With the long...
One dude with a lot of hair.
The one cracker? The one cracker?
Yeah, the one cracker in that show.
God damn crackers ruining the world.
Like sands through the hourglass.
But you know, I got to give MJ credit. Every time he says white people, he says it like he's got bile in his mouth, man. And the white people, man. And the white people, man.
It's kind of funny, MJ, when I hear a lot of this shit, because America, like Australia, is so multicultural. I mean, I don't get it. Like, at the end of the day, aren't you all American?
We're American, yeah, of course, but there's different types of Americans. I mean, not all Americans are the same.
See, I mean, we got lots of Italians, Greeks, from all over the world. I mean, but we don't sort of refer to one or the other. I mean, maybe in the days when they first started migrating here, there was a bit of that, but these days everyone's just an Australian,
Yeah, but yes, a little different, I think.
I don't know. When I went to Australia, man, I gotta tell you, Thunder, I'm gonna be honest with you. I did not see a whole lot of diversity. Okay, all I saw was Casper the fucking ghost as far as the eye could see. Okay, I was like, fuck. I feel like I'm in Middle America in Nebraska or something.
Yeah. They may be from different countries. They may be from different parts of Europe, but at the end of the day, they're all white. That's what he's trying to say. I mean, but that's not the case in the U.S.
I mean, I'm not sure what year you were in, and you were in Perth.
I could tell you, yeah.
You were
89.
Okay, you
89.
were.
I was in Perth.
Yeah. Wow, I'm surprised you didn't see, because we did have during the 70s a big influx of Asians, like from Vietnam, but maybe they were more on the East Coast than the West Coast. I'm not sure.
Yeah, fucking Asians, man. They invade everywhere. I don't mind them at all. I like their food. I like their women. No fucking problem.
Can't stand those yellows, man. I'm telling you.
I tell you what, when they first started coming here, I can remember I was a young lad working in construction, and I seen this hot bird, man, and I mean, she was hot. Would have been Vietnamese, and I went over and I was just starting to talk to her, and then I thought, got a bit of bravery up and asked her out, and she pretty well told me to my face that no, her family would never allow that.
Yeah, she told you to politely fuck off, man. Yeah.
But yeah, it was a little bit like that. I don't know about the US, but when a certain group of people start migrating over here, they tend to congregate together. You know, like in certain suburbs, they'll fill up a suburb, and it takes I guess a generation or two before they actually start intermingling with the locals. And
Yeah. Look at this fucking Ray Hammond. That was in 1492. Dude, I may have known Columbus, but you don't have to fucking broadcast it, Ray Hammond, all right?
Yeah, Ray, and you're probably a couple of hundred years off there. There was no one but Aboriginals here in Australia in 1492, mate.
See, but in Australia, I'm pretty sure people really assimilate pretty well in Australia, right? To assimilate to how things are. See, but in the States, in the U.S., like you could come to California and go to. I could go 5 miles down from where I live at, and not a word of English is spoken. It's only Chinese Taipei that's spoken, or Mandarin that's spoken. I mean, there's communities like that.
Yeah, look, I was when I was in Oklahoma, MJ, they have a whole suburb where there's just Mexicans. They have a suburb where there's Native American Indians. They have a suburb that's black.
Very segregated in the U.S. Like where people like usually like people like even in California.
But it's self-segregation.
Yeah, self-segregate. Like in L.A., you go to L.A., like you're gonna say, oh well, only Mexicans live here, but they even self-segregate to like what city they from in Mexico. Like only certain people from that city move into that certain area in LA. You know, it's very self-segregated.
That's what fucking America's all about, dude. Keep to yourself. Keep to your own fucking kind, okay?
Yeah,
that's the freedom, man.
That's the
Jesus, MJ, those fucking white people, man.
I know, it's all your guys' fault.
But
self-segregated, you know.
But looking from outside in, and like I said, I'm a Civil War buff, and that I would have thought that since like especially from the early 1900s on, that that shit would have been out the door, but it doesn't seem to be. I mean, there still seems to be that us and them attitude in the US at times. I mean, I was in because I got
that's mostly media shit. I mean, don't get me wrong, it does happen in places, but.
Lost. When I was in Oklahoma, I went to a supermarket with my friends, and they were rednecks. And I stopped to talk to a black guy who was packing shelves, and they waited at the end of the aisle for me. When I went up there, they asked me like, "What are you doing talking to that guy?" It's like they were kind of shocked.
No, I'm not saying those places don't exist. They still do, but it's very rare compared to how it's portrayed overall. Yeah.
I mean, I might have got a different or a distorted view because I was in the Midwest, and maybe it's a little bit different in the Midwest to the East or West Coast.
You can even go to certain little areas, even in a real big city, and some certain people will be kind of not necessarily racist. What's the word I'm looking for? I'll just use racist. They can be racist towards a certain group of people, but I mean overall, it's slim in my experience. And this is a guy, I've been to 45 out of the 50 states. I've traveled around this country for 15 plus years with my job. I've been to like every major city, and I've been to podunk little towns. And, why it does happen, and I've seen it from all sides and all races, but overall, it's very small.
Yeah, like when I went to North Dakota, when I was speaking to people, when I had gotten a job there, like, oh, you're the first Hispanic I've met, or you're the first Mexican American guy I've met, and some of the guys are saying, oh yeah, we didn't start seeing like minorities and colored people or black people here until about 5-10 years ago. So I mean, there's like, especially like in rural communities like in North Dakota, and areas like that, and it's you don't see it just. You don't see minorities in those areas. It's
yeah, there's certain areas of our country for sure that certain groups of people don't even live. Not just, I mean, obviously we're more of a white country, but I mean, there's some areas you can go to where it's mostly Asian or Indian and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
When you travel around Lost, do you sing that song? I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere.
No, but I should.
But yeah, you white people, you guys
There it
created
is,
all that.
man. I love it, man. I pop wood every time you say it, man.
You guys created all that nonsense, man. And
I
What
know.
nonsense is that? What are you talking about? What
all the
nonsense?
racism and segregation.
No.
Yeah.
That's not true. If you go to places like China and Japan, that stuff exists there as well, mate. So
Well, yeah. Let's just go
Fucking
back throughout the
MJ,
whole. Let's go back throughout the whole of history.
MJ, the white fucking devil, right, man? The white
Yeah,
devil, man.
those blonde-haired, blue-eyed devils, man. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got your number, MJ. I still like you though, man. I'd fucking party with your ass any day of the week.
Like Tupac said, man, those blue hair or blue-eyed, blonde-haired devils.
Let me tell you what, people can be discriminative of their own race just because they might be a different religion or whatever.
yeah.
I remember my dad
People,
talking about when my dad grew up in the New Orleans area, and of course it's a very Catholic area, and they still had the problems of the Catholic versus the Protestants there. They said the Catholics and the Protestants would fight all the time.
Oh,
people
yeah.
discriminate. People discriminate against their own people. I know black people who don't like black people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know Uncle Tom. I've worked for. I used to have an ex supervisor. Oh man, when I used to work for in Orange County, this is a long time ago. And this guy name was Wardell, and he was a Uncle Tom boy, mean Uncle Tom. And man, he used to love giving the brothers shit at work all the time. He didn't like black people. You know, he was a mean Uncle Tom. You know,
Damn.
I'm
I'm an equal opportunist when it comes to hating. All right, I firmly fucking believe, and I'll tell you all this straight up. If you got the personality of a BK or a Frank, I'll fucking hate you, no matter what your race, creed, color, or religion is. Okay, if you're a dipshit, if you're a fucking pothead, and the gauge doesn't, and the gauge
Damn, MJ,
doesn't
you just got lumped into that.
I know,
shit.
I'm a pothead, man. Damn you.
and the gauge doesn't engage in the brain housing group, fucking you're off the list. All right, and so far, even though you smoke a little dope there, MJ, it seems like you're coherent and you got your shit together. So I can't
I
be
agree,
throwing
Popeye.
any.
Weed is destroying America. It's all these goddamn potheads that are bringing our country down.
Hey!
Ah.
I would rather hang out with guys who smoke a bit of pot than guys who drink. I'll tell you what, drinking's
me
fucking
too.
far worse.
I'd rather hang out with potheads than an alcoholic, man.
Yeah, me too.
Potheads are pretty fucking mellow, man.
I would rather not hang out with either.
Yeah, but
some coherent motherfuckers I can talk to.
Yeah, I look at it this way: if you want to smoke pot, go right ahead, man. All right, that's on you. You're the one fucking your own body up. That's on you. But dude, if it's
look what just happened. A pothead met an alcoholic, and they couldn't even get along. So,
I know it's fucking terrible, But I look at it this way: if it starts affecting me, then that's the point where I say, "Oh, dude, you gotta fucking go, man. You fucking time for you to hit the bricks." And
what's your crutch, Popeye? What's your crutch? Dungeons and Dragons? Playing a little too often? Is that problem?
Oh, you know what my crutch is then? I don't even drink alcohol, to tell you the truth. And some cocksucker out there called me an alcoholic, okay? Which was fucking hilarious. I love the shit they fabricate. Actually, my crutch is coffee. I love fucking coffee.
Oh,
man.
Coffee.
I like to go... Dude, after a couple of cups of coffee, I'm going zoom, zoom, zoom. All right.
Are you like one of the coffee guys, or kind of like the vegan people that are like, they want to put you down because you're not drinking the right coffee, or you're not grinding your beans properly?
Oh, I'm no coffee. I'm no coffee fucking snob. Okay. I mean, if you're fucking doing coffee wrong, that's on you. Okay, you're the dumbass, not me. Okay, I'm not there to point it out either. I just look and I smile and say, "Oh, I say to myself, what a fucking shithead, drinking lousy coffee like that. You know what I mean? But if you came up to me and asked me, hey, what's a good coffee? What's a good brand? You know, so I would give you the information out of the kindness of my fucking loving heart. Okay.
Gunner just said Popeye's Crutches bingo with all the other elderly people on Wednesday.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Jesus,
And
Gunner.
my last crutches, you know, General Hospital. If I go a day without General Hospital, that's fucking it, man. I'm fucking out of whack. All right, I'm out of whack, man. Totally out of whack. No.
I'm not sure you should be admitting that on on YouTube.
Oh, dude, they're gonna.
You smoke pot?
Sound
don't you,
bites.
Landon?
I used to smoke all the time, MJ. Now it's like every now and again I will.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Second, I'll admit anything online just about because these motherfuckers now are just keep fabricating.
Well, tell us about your
stories
ladyboy
Matt.
experiences.
Oh, dude, it was this really big guy with a bald head, and I think his last name was Nomad. And dude, he had the tiniest little winky you ever laid eyes on, man. You had to actually get out there with a fucking feather duster, you know, make
Did that make it bigger? Did that make it bigger
yeah,
when you feather dusted
yeah.
him?
So that motherfucker would sneeze, and that little fucking thing would pop out and shit like that, man. But
Yeah, I suggest some of these guys now. If you guys are going to Cebu, man, some of these guys need to watch out with your drinking. And if you guys know that you're gonna go out drinking, at least make sure that you already have a lady with you. Because when I was out in Cebu, I seen some of these. I mean, out at night, and you see so many of these drunk motherfuckers.
Oh man, that's one of the worst things to do when you're in another country is go to a bar, especially if you're by yourself, and get wasted.
Oh, fuck yeah. You wake up with a dick in your ass the next morning.
Not even that. You might wake up fucking missing some limbs or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you end up like that. I think it was a U.S.
Wake
Marine.
up with your hotel room, all your shit's gone or whatever, no wallet or
Oh yeah.
The possibilities are endless. It's something you shouldn't do.
Wasn't a U.S. Marine over there not long ago drowned one in a toilet bowl or something like that?
He drowned like a person in a toilet bowl?
He fucking killed the ladyboy in the Salem Hotel on Magsaysay side. What he did is he stuck her head in the fucking toilet.
That was about 5 years or so ago.
Okay.
He was real drunk and hooked up the ladyboy. Woke up in the morning and found out he got ass pounded.
Yeah, that was in 2013. But guys, let me tell you a little story, all right? We pulled into Philippines in 1988 when I was on the Ogden. And I told one of my subordinates, stay the fuck out of Subic City because there was a lot of shit going on down there. All right. And I told him, we got duty tomorrow and you got the afternoon watch. So be careful out there on fucking Liberty. So that morning I get up and I was pulling the 8 to 12 watch as officer of the deck on the brow. So I go out there in my summer whites and standing on the brow, and lo and behold, I'm looking down the pier, and here comes my third class, and nothing but his fucking underwear. And his fucking socks. All right? And he's walking up the brow. And I'm like, motherfucker, what did I tell you? Where were you last night? And he looked at me and he goes, Petty Officer Clausen, I was up in Subic City. I said, go to the Master at Arms shack. There's a report there ready for you to fucking sign. Okay? All right? It's already fucking filled out, man. It's already, you know what I'm talking about, right, MJ? All right? And there's a report. I mean, he picked this bitch up. She took him back to the Casablanca Hotel, and he woke up the next morning. She took his pants, his belt, his shirt, his shoes, and left him with a 5 peso bill. Okay. And
Jesus.
he got a trike back to the fucking gate, and fucking they walked him. The two Marines that worked for the office of the provost marshal walked him up the fucking brow and looked at me and said, "Does this belong to your ship?" And man, I felt like totally disrespected. Yeah, and I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking fortunately. And you gotta watch these gals, man. You have too many red horses, Hennessy's, whatever your poison is. You're going back to the hotel room, or you're going back to the airport in just your fucking underwear. Okay.
That can happen anywhere, though. To be honest,
Mm-hmm.
any country where you're visiting, that can happen. I mean, US or Australia. I'll tell you what. One of the safest countries that I've ever visited it would be, and I guess it's only two countries, really, the US and Japan. But fucking Japan is a pretty safe place, man. It's one place you could travel around on your own and not have too many worries, really.
You Aussies can be pretty fucking mean. When
Oh
I
yeah.
was in Sydney, we had a kid come back to the ship, and he was really shaken up, man. He was really shaken up, and nobody could understand why. And he finally sat down with his supervisor and told his supervisor that he went home with this Aussie girl. All right, and they were in the middle of love making and shit, and he was like on top of her, pounding it out. And next thing he knows, some guy jumped out of the closet in a fucking Batman suit.
I'm Batman. That story's been around for forever.
And fucking violated his backside. Okay.
Yeah, the story goes that they usually tie him up, tie the guy up
Yeah,
first.
that's an urban legend.
Yeah, but it had to be told. It has to be told, man. You all laughed, okay? And I don't know what it is with you Aussies and Batman suits and shit, man. But please explain that to me.
Mate, yeah, I can't. I'm sorry. No Batman suit in my cupboard, mate.
All right, very well, man. Very well. I just checking here, man. Just checking.
Yeah, he likes Sailor Moon.
Oh,
Jesus. Sailor Moon.
No, I got the Pikachu costume, mate.
What about you, MJ? You ever meet Batman while you were overseas?
No.
Oh no!
No,
Go ahead. You could say it. You could say it, Popeye. You goddamn white man. You devil.
He happened to run into Bat Ladyboy.
Ladyboy, dude. You go to Pattaya.
I wonder what that costume would look like.
Holy shit! You go to Pattaya. You got to be real careful, man.
Yeah, you got to be real careful.
Yeah, them Ladyboys are hot. Let me tell you what. I happened to be in Pattaya. I was there in 2005, and they had the it was like the Miss Universe contest of Ladyboys going on at the time.
You were right up there, front center stage, drooling.
You're damn right. I was like, let me look at the package. Let me look at the package. Let me tell you what, these dudes, of course, they're all glammed up. They just look like gorgeous, like Hollywood, like the old school Hollywood type, just beautiful women. It was fucking crazy.
Yeah, you can't. Some of them you can't tell, man. They're not.
Yeah, I mean, it was like if they wouldn't have been done up, obviously the way they were, overdressed and everything, it was obvious they were, lady boys. But if they would have been like maybe in some just kind of normal clothes and not makeup out, man, it would have just looked like just some good looking chick. It was ridiculous.
Hey, babe.
Yeah,
how you
sometimes
doing?
you could tell, man. I mean, you could tell. I like it.
Yeah, a lot of times you can, especially they're a little taller. But man, I'd tell you some of these they had the surgery, they had the whole 9 yards, dude. It required a little more inspection,
I'm the type, if I just even get a thought, like I have to question it, I just say, you know what?
Oh yeah, I'm with you.
Fuck that, man.
You know the best way to tell. You just ask her, "Are you a boy or a girl?" And if she comes back and she says, "I'm whatever you want me to be," you're in trouble. Okay?
Unless that's what you're looking for.
The guys in Thailand, they usually tell you to look for two things. I mean, you can't look at the Adam's apple anymore because a lot of them will get it shaved. But they say look at the hands and shoulders is usually a good.
Yeah, shoulders. You could tell if they have. It's like really like the shoulders is one thing.
They got big hands usually and big
And the
feet.
chin, the chin too. You could tell by that chin, man. You could tell. I mean, unless they get air. I mean, but there's always something, or.
Yeah, but them surgeries and everything, that shit's getting better and better. With some of them, it's getting harder to tell.
It is. I watched a guy called, I don't know if you guys have watched him, Dead Farang, and he did a vlog on the Ladyboys at a Ladyboy bar, and he's a funny bastard, man, because he's there. He walks in there, goes, "All right, guys, I'm taking one for the team," and he's there. No, I don't mean it like that. Fucking. But he walked in there and he was talking to these girls or Ladyboys, and I tell you what, mate, some of them were. I'm happily say it. They were drop dead gorgeous. You wouldn't fucking know.
Hey, I had a buddy like that, man. I didn't care, man. We went out to fucking Vegas, man. We went out to Vegas. It was for New Year's, and my buddy had actually had a brother, and he was transgender, But he was with another transgender. He used to be a dude, girl. Even though you could not tell. I mean, we all knew because they told us. But looking at her, I mean, you could not really. You couldn't really tell. And
were you getting excited?
Jesus,
Papa. My buddy, one of my boys, he had got there a little bit later, and we're out in the strip, and then. All right, dude, man. That it used to be a fool, man. It used to be a vato, man. And then he was like, "Oh man, I don't care, man. It ain't a guy no more."
Look, I've got a friend who's a Thai vlogger, and he's a good guy, and he's actually in a relationship with a ladyboy. He said the full op and that, and I mean he's happy as Larry. And at the end of the day, I'm not going to judge him on it's his life, and if he's happy, who cares?
Yeah, who gives a shit? Do what you want to do, man.
But if you guys ever want to see his vlogs, he talks about living in Thailand. He's now living there permanently. His name's Warren Gertis. His channel's not bad. But yeah, he's in a relationship with a ladyboy. She seems, and I'll say she. I mean, she seems really nice. But yeah, to each his own. I'm not going to judge the guy. And
as you guys say in Australia, it's your arse, mate, not mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's another guy too. Cheap Charlie. I don't know if you guys ever watched Cheap Charlie Chronicles. I think he's changed his name now, but he actually was living off of his AdSense. That's the only income he had, and so his camera was everything to him. And he actually lost or left the camera somewhere one night, and it was actually a ladyboy who returned it to him the next day.
Did he thank her?
Oh yeah. So they're not all that bad.
How did he thank her?
Well, mate, he didn't go into details, and I wasn't going to ask.
Okay. Did he thank her all proper like and everything?
No, some of them, most of them are nice. They're people like anybody else. But,
exactly, MJ. I mean, I had some students at different times when I was teaching, and I had some gay guys, and they were just like you and me. I probably more when I was younger, I'd have issues like that. But as I got older, I guess I got more tolerant of everybody.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, you go out anywhere, man. If you're a decent looking dude, I mean, even gay guys are gonna hit on you. Even in the Philippines, that can happen. I was at a place with some female, and gay guy hit me up, trying to buy me drinks and shit,
Thankfully, MJ, I got that look about me that gay men never approached me. I don't know if that's just an ugly thing or not, but.
Hey, that's what I used to tell. I used to tell females when I used to go out back in the day, and there would be some fat chick that I didn't like. I would just tell them, I'm gay. I'm not interested in women, just so they can leave me alone.
Oh, come on, MJ. Even the big gals need some loving, man.
Not me,
Dude,
man.
we'd pull into Long Beach and we'd all put money in a pot, okay? And the first one to come back to the ship that night with cardinal knowledge of a girl over 220 pounds won the pot, man. Okay? And I shit you not, man. Fucking one night, I won $400, man.
Oh shit!
I reeled me in a little honeycomb. She weighed about 315. Okay.
315.
Yeah. I brought the panties back, skid marks and all, man.
Oh man.
Hell yeah.
Gunner just said, MJ, take one for the team. Want us to jump on the grenade?
Yeah. And if you don't think WAE has never done anything like that, fucking Maureen, I know he has. All right,
well, I'll tell you what, though,
Marines
man,
are crazy.
I used to have this boy, man. I had a good friend, man. My friend Night Owl. But the thing is, I used to always love to bring him out. He was a good wingman because he was always in and out of jail. He was always in and out of jail. So whenever he would get out of jail, man, he was going to hit whatever, man. So he was a good guy. He was a good wingman. You need guys like that around, you know.
Fuck yeah, man. Dude, you give them big gals a shot once in a while, MJ. You'd be surprised. They know things.
I used to maybe, if I needed some bills paid or, I need someone to pay my phone bill or, something like that. Or,
like a girl with curves, mate, is a real woman as far as I'm concerned.
Being curves and being there's a difference. There's a big difference.
Dude, all you got to do is put them on their hands and knees. You slap that ass and you ride the wave in, man. It's all good.
Not me.
Lost got all fucking quiet, man.
Well, I think he's got himself a Latina, so
no, I was. I'm
he
sorry,
knows what
I
it's
was
like.
in the store. I was buying a couple of things, but I wasn't going to say this inside the store. But with that 300-pound woman, Papa, you must have been like a chihuahua on a beach ball.
Oh yeah, she could have grabbed me by the ankles and used me as a fucking dildo, for Christ's sake,
Mate, lucky you didn't end up walking back to the ship in your jocks, mate.
No, dude, she was quite appreciative, man. She even made me breakfast in the morning and shit. Okay? That was fucking awesome, dude. She was like, dude, she needed some love, and I gave it to her,
I know. She was like, finally, I'm getting pounded by somebody.
Probably about 140 or 150 is probably like the heaviest girl I've probably ever dated before, man.
That's a toothpick in my eyes, man. That's a toothpick.
That's dated. Now tell us about one night stands there.
Never.
That's right. Big old chubby wubby.
Nowadays, 140, 150 is toothpick in the USA, man. Knowing how big they are now, that's a toothpick now.
But, yeah, the problem is that girl you had that was 150 was only 4'6".
No.
Oh, you like them walking walls, huh?
Nico just said, Popeye, why are you lying? That was a linebacker lady boy. You know it.
Who?
Nico said, Popeye, why are you lying? That was a linebacker lady boy. You know it.
Oh
shit. I think I don't know, MJ. Sometimes we put too much emphasis on that sort of shit. I mean, at the end of the day, mate, I think what's inside is more important than.
True, that is a big part of it. Don't get me wrong. Knowing a woman and stuff like that. Yes, that's a big part of it. But at the end of the day, you still got to sleep with them, and you still got to have sex with them. And if you're not physically attractive, I mean,
dude, you know what, MJ? You know what the greatest equalizer it is when it comes to men and women having sex with each other? The light switch. Okay.
Yeah, but that light switch still comes off. I mean, it still gets turned back on eventually.
You can still feel fat, buddy.
Yeah.
and
You'll
dude,
feel the fatness.
After it's done and over with, there's this beautiful thing called denial. Okay?
Yeah,
deny.
Here in the States, we say, like moped women, mopeds are fun to ride until your friends catch you on one.
And, I'm not ashamed to say I like the fun-sized girls. Okay?
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, not ashamed to say it, man.
No, I'm like Lost. I like the curves, a bit of boob there and a bit of bum, and it's all nice, man.
Oh, yeah. Dude, if baby's got back, I'm in there, man. Okay.
Yeah, I mean I'm a butt guy. I like a girl with a nice butt, nice legs.
She got a big butt. I could put my.
Because she's like a corn-fed woman or anything like that. Not like coming from the farm or anything like that.
Oh, you don't like the farm girls?
I don't like them, man. Too much.
I like that girl with the big butt, man. Put my TV dinner up there while I'm going to town.
I think MJ, what it comes down to too is like you can have the nice figure, but if she just lays there and doesn't do nothing, then
true.
And you have true. You have a bigger girl who knows what she's doing. I know what I'd rather have.
I know, no shit. That chick that just like lies there and sweats, that's no fun.
No, not at all.
No, you might as well be fucking a dead fish,
Fuck, you know what? I'd love to jump into
Starfish, nobody wants that.
I'd love to jump in. Love to jump into a woman's stream where they're talking about guys. I'd love to know what they say about us. That would be interesting.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure we've all got the friend here where you've heard the stories. I know I have.
Why don't you put Heidi on here?
I'm not sure if Heidi's around at the moment.
I don't think she would get that personal.
Crystal's around somewhere, but Crystal's a bit shy, so. And I'm not about to have you guys question her. So.
Why not? She's on. She could be
how often does Mark show you his junk?
Holy shit, you guys! No.
Well, no denying. No denial. Okay.
Crystal's
think of
California, isn't she?
Yeah, mate. Yeah, she's her mum and dad. Her mother's born in California, but Mexican descent, and her father was born in Mexico. But yeah, they live in California. But just think of me as the fucking brick wall in front of her, mate. I'm her force field. Mess with her, and I will chase you down, you bastards.
Okay.
All right.
Look,
where'd Eddie Spaghetti go? Did he go back to bed?
I think his wife grabbed him by the ears, mate, and dragged him back to bed.
Yeah, I like that guy, man.
Yeah, look, I got a lot of time and respect for Ed. But the one thing I will say about him, he jumps on a panel and then just disappears. Never says goodbye or nothing. He just goes.
Oh, shit happens, man.
He must be just sitting there, goes, oh, fuck this. And turns it off and off he...
Oh, man.
But you got to respect the guy. He's living the dream. He's where he wants to be. He's got a lovely wife. He's got his son and daughter there. Yeah, he's doing what a lot of guys would like to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he is an expat. He is a true expat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When are you going back, MJ?
When am I going to go back?
Yeah, because I was surprised. I thought you were going to stay there for a while, actually. I mean, I know you were there for, what, at least 3-4 months?
Yeah, I'll be back. I don't know. So there's other places I want to go to. I
Well, I'm
got
gonna
a
try
few
to talk you
places.
into going to Columbia
Yeah.
in May and in June.
Oh, and get some real Colombian coffee.
Mm. Some real coffee.
Just make sure that's fucking sugar you're putting in your coffee, mate.
All right, dude. Sugar and coffee, that's sacrilege, man. If you have to put sugar in a cup of coffee, you got a shitty cup of coffee.
No, I got to have at least a little bit of sugar in my coffees. But that's like, I think it's Ed tells me you can't put milk in a coffee, but I can't drink coffee black.
I like black coffee. If I drink, I don't usually drink coffee, but if I do, it's just black. You know, I don't
Yeah,
like all those special coffees or
yeah. That foo shit, right?
yeah, that white Italian man stuff, man. I don't like that, man.
Come on, man.
I don't
I'm
even drink coffee. When I'm in Colombia, people always offer me coffee. I'm like, no, I don't drink it. They look at me like I'm an alien or something. Like, what the fuck's the matter with
you,
you?
but you could be. You could be an alien.
Well, they chew
That's
on
true.
those coca. They chew on the coca leaves over there too, don't they?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Not in certain parts of Colombia, but not so much. But the Peruvians really do.
Is that bad for your health though? Like
Fuck
chewing
yeah.
on that?
I would imagine if you do too much of it, but you got to remember, the indigenous people were doing that for thousands of years for pain relief.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, that's true. So I don't know if it's detrimental to your health, and like how they use, what
I would
cocaine.
imagine. Well, you overdo anything, it's not good for
Yeah,
your health. So
I
Yeah,
guess it's like they
because
say.
it's like their coffee. It's like their coffee. They chew on it for energy. They use it. For that's a
Like anything, MJ. In moderation.
yeah.
You can overdo anything, really. I
That's
mean,
true.
same with the smoking pot. I knew guys that just sat around all
Oh, you
day
could never
smoking it.
do that, man. You could never overdo pot, man. What are you talking about?
No, I knew guys that did nothing else but just sit around and never got anything done. And
Yeah, say, but some people aren't like that, man. I'm a very like me. If I could work, I'll go to the gym right now, and I could be stoned, and I'll go to the gym. I get shit done. I'm not I'm not lazy. I do know what you're talking about though. Some guys get
yeah, it affects guys,
very
gals, and girls different. Yeah, I know some people. They're almost comatose. Just sitting there like don't do fucking nothing else.
yeah,
yeah,
but some
yeah,
people
that same problem
work
here.
and
Now my brother's like you. He's a big pothead dude. He's active all the time.
yeah, yeah,
He said he just likes to get his head right.
yeah.
Dude,
They're right.
long as you don't go all Jay and Silent Bob on my ass, shit, fucking. Oh,
Hey man,
okay.
part 2 will be coming out like next year or something like that.
That's what I
Oh, is
hear,
it?
man.
Jay and
That's what I hear.
Silent Bob Strike Back. See?
I never liked them, man. I've never really been a Jay and Silent Bob
Oh man, that
fan.
movie is so fucking hilarious.
I always liked that song, and I can't remember who sang it, but it was that song. I got high, but I got high. I was going to clean
Oh,
my
I
room,
got.
but I got.
Oh yeah, that it's by like a Jamaican guy, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure the name. I can't
Oh,
remember the
Bob
name.
Marley?
No,
Bob
no, no,
Marley?
No, not
no.
Bob Marley. Yeah, but I know what song they're talking about. He goes, "But I got high, but I got high." Yeah,
Yeah,
I know what song it's about.
I was going to clean my
Room.
room, but I got high.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
That's a funny song though. But
Mm-hmm.
what's
dude,
this?
I'll tell you
Randall.
though.
Sorry, Randall just asked. Where was it? I can't see now. He asked if you'd fired up a bowl yet.
Huh?
He's
Uh,
asking, did you spark one up
Yeah, I
yet?
did, man. I fired up a bowl, man. I had some nice, nice.
He's been fiending for like 3 or 4 months.
Yeah,
Thanks,
man. But
thanks,
a lot
baby.
of people,
Afro.
like a lot of people, if they're like big smokers, they have problems if they just go away for a while and they don't smoke. But I didn't. Some guys will get anxiety over the shit where they can't sleep or I don't get like that, man.
MJ, that guy was Afro Man. Crystal just put it in the chat
Afro
there.
Man, yeah, Afro Man. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I tell you,
I didn't have any problems like that. Having anxiety or staying up or yeah.
I'll tell you, in '82, man, we fucking we told everybody we're gonna start doing piss tests and throw your shit out. And we gave everybody 45 days to clean their act up, right? And then you flash forward to the '90s and shit. I walked out onto the bow of the ship, out of my office to the bow of the ship, and there's this fucking goddamn seaman fucking nobody. He's blazing right. Huh? No, he's fucking blazing right there on the bow of the fucking ship below the bridge wing where the commanding officer is, right? And I'm like, talk about fucking balls, man. You got a set of fucking huevos bigger than anybody I've ever met. And just as I stepped out, he flicked it over the side, right? And I said, dude, you see that air intake there? It goes right to my office. And I'm sitting there fucking smelling you while you're blazing up, okay? And I said, it's now 21:30, okay? That's 9:30 at night. And I said, what the fuck? I don't feel like dragging you to the Master at Arms shack and making you pee in a fucking bottle and telling the Master at Arms you're fucking out here blazing up right under the commanding officer's fucking nose, okay? And he looked at me. Well, what are you going to do? I said, get the fuck off the bow of the ship. Go hit your fucking rack, and I never fucking saw you, you stupid motherfucker. And like, man, finally, 2 weeks later, this kid transferred off the ship, man. I just said 3 no-beaners when he left because, dude, he had all kinds of spots all over the ship where he'd blaze up. And I'm like, dude, you can't smoke that shit while you're in the Navy, man. Skins rags. And you know what a hassle it is? Fucking filling out all that fucking paperwork, dragging this cocksucker to the commanding officer. And what's the commanding officer going to do? He's going to bust him in rank. He's going to give him 45 days extra duty, 45 days restriction to the ship. He's going to take $250 for 2 months. Right? Mm-hmm. And the motherfucker is still going to find a way or a spot on the ship to blaze up. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Probably
kicked out. Nowadays, you'll probably, I think you get kicked out, man.
Glad he get kicked out. So you imagine that? Imagine that, MJ, blazing up right under the bridge wing, man.
You got to be a fucking idiot, man. Yeah, you get kicked out. There is no, you'll get kicked out. I remember there was a chick. She was in one of my classes, but she had been telling people how she wanted out. She didn't want to be in the military no more. Oh man, she went right across over there and right there in Great Lakes. So that was kind of a bad area where the base is at. Oh yeah, they caught her smoking crack, man.
Holy fuck!
Yeah, man, she did it on purpose, and they booted her out.
Shit,
yeah.
That's not good to have on your record, though. I mean, dishonorable discharge, they call that over here. Not a good thing to have on your record, that's for sure.
Yeah, we also call it a bad conduct discharge. What we call affectionate nickname for it is the big chicken dinner. Okay, and dude, an employer looks at your DD 214 and sees an RE4 code at the bottom, which means bad conduct discharge or dishonorable discharge. You're fucking toast. You're not even going to get a job at fucking Mickey D's.
Yeah. That's true.
You might as well go. You might as well go stand in front of the Home Depot with the fucking Mexicans. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Come on, true, come on, NJ. When are you going to fucking yell out, you cracker?
Come on, call me the white devil with blue eyes. By the way, MJ, I do have blue eyes.
Here we go, boys. Check it out. Oh,
Yeah, Steiner's good. I like.
yeah, delish.
Steiner's not too bad. That's a good beer. That's a good Texas beer.
There's the basket you throw the disc into there.
What are you doing?
Thunder.
Are you wearing plastic shoes or something there, mate?
No, some Asics.
Oh, I thought they were plastic shoes. I thought.
Look at me, I fucking skin the shit out of my legs today.
I thought you were. Oh, Jesus Christ. Where did you get those? Fucking Kmart?
From the Asics outlet store. I got to tie my damn shoe too. Things I'm tying.
Oh, or did you go to the Ukai store?
Man, y'all don't like my kicks, man? What the hell?
Gunner just said he's lost drinking at a park alone. Creeper status.
There's some guys over there playing disc golf right now. So.
Bloody disc golf. I said it'd be more fun, mate, if you put razor blades on around those discs and then chuck them at each other.
And have the Australians running across the field, see if we can hit them.
Hey, when I was at school, we used to get a softball and play. I don't know if you ever remember the movie Rollerball.
Yeah, I remember.
I do. Yeah.
Yeah. We used to play that at school, mate. Just try and have two tires at each end, and you had to try and get the softball into the tires, and it was anything goes, mate. Bash, punch, kick, and just try and maim people before they got to the tires. Hey, how you doing, Big Kev?
You're at work, Lost, or what, man?
No, I've been done for a while.
Oh, so you're like those paisas, man. Those paisas like to drink right after work, man, or right during lunch.
No, actually, I don't drink very often, to be honest with you. But we were talking about I saw something about beer earlier. I forgot, and it made me thirsty for one. So
they're going to be talking mad shit about you now, Lost, man. Sitting at a park, drinking alone. They're fucking going to tag you with creepers.
I'm not sitting. I'm playing disc golf.
They're going to fucking tag you with
I was sitting down just then to show off my delicious beer.
Are you Latino, Lost?
Of that descent.
Of that descent. But you're a watered down one, huh?
I did say I was going to send you my last name. I guess I should, so you'll know.
Do you like that song? Ooh, Spanish eyes. Teardrops are falling from your Spanish eyes.
The only one I know like that is that Lady of Spain, I Adore You. Pull down your pants and I'll explore you. I know that one.
That's a good song, dude.
That's the only one I know.
Oh, but Thunder, I got to toddle off here, man.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for popping in.
Yep, all right.
Thanks for popping on.
Good talking to you, MJ, Thunder.
All right, man. Later, guys.
All right.
All right, MJ. I just sent you a Facebook thing. Keep it. Don't be telling everybody.
Go doxing him now.
Yeah, don't dox me.
All right, man. Later.
All right. Thanks for coming on, guys. Appreciate it. There we go, Lost. We got the floor again.
I kind of wanted his reaction after he followed my last name.
Maybe you scared him off.
Hold on, he sent me a reply.
Hey, Crystal, baby. I think they wanted you on the panel, Crystal, to question you, but I told them that's not going to happen. Jeez. Don't know what time it is there. It's 10 to 6 in the morning here. I'm still wide awake.
2:22 at the moment, so in California it should be 12:22.
I got a clock set, mate, for Crystal's time, so I'll keep an eye on that. Don't worry, babe. I told them if they mess with you, I'll fucking hunt them down. I don't care where they are. Yeah, I know, Gunner. She sounds cute. She's just so shy. She speaks English. Thanks, buddy. I'm sure Ed and Crystal will agree with you. She's always picking up on certain words, and I've got to start getting her to speak Australian, mate. But she has been on the panel, Gunner. She's just a little shy, and that's fine. I actually started a stream one day with it was just Crystal and I on the panel, so might have to try and see if I can talk her into doing that again one day, but I don't want to push it. Yeah, I know, she's got a cute voice, but she doesn't think so. But the thing is, nobody likes hearing their own voice. That's what it is. Yeah, I thought you'd laugh at that, babe.
Yeah, that's true. I hate my own voice.
Yeah, I think we all do. You know, that's just natural. To be honest with you, I really don't like listening back to the streams. Going back and having a listen, I'll do them and that's it. I don't want to hear myself. That's for sure. So that's just natural that we all don't. I think everyone's like that. They don't like hearing themselves on there. Marnie, you're still in there, mate.
Yeah, I know,
I
because
know.
I have the sinus issues, so I know I sound like nasally and congested all the time. Main reason I don't like my voice.
No, sounds all right to me, buddy. Yeah, when I started the stream tonight, I was talking to Crystal on the phone, so she could actually hear herself on the live stream.
So I'm talking to MJ on Facebook Messenger, and I told him my last name, and he goes, "That's the white man's version of it."
What, did you really expect anything else from him?
Nah, he was joking, but it's funny though.
Oh, you don't have to be quiet, Armani. All good, mate. It's good to see you around anyway. Actually, numbers just dropped a little bit, but I'm guessing that could be the time of day. And Armani's in Texas too, I think, lost. So I don't know how close he is to where you are, but you're in Austin, is that right?
Yeah, I actually asked him before. He said he wasn't Texas. He said he lived in Louisiana now, but it sounds like it's kind of near the Louisiana-Texas border.
Gunner, Thunder, go back and listen to your show at least once. You'll realise you sound like Charlie Brown's teacher. Well, damn, Gunner, you bastard. Yeah, sorry, yep, I'm a dumbass, Armani. I get that mixed up. No, he lives in Louisiana, but was born in Dallas, Texas. Okay, mate. It's funny, Armani. Usually with the American guys, you always hear the accent. You don't seem to have an American accent, though. I don't know what it is. I even wondered whether you were born there.
You can tell he's got more of a southern draw for sure.
Okay. Yeah, see, I don't notice it so much with Armani. I mean, with Popeye, you can tell. It's with you. MJ, yeah, a little bit with MJ. You have 3 accents. Okay. You're probably not that strong an accent to my ears anyway. You're black, Indian, and Hawaiian. Well, that's a pretty good mix there, Marnie. But I guess, like Australia, mate, there's lots of that mixed descent. Nothing wrong with that. But I can't really pick out. You don't have a strong American accent anyway. Not like some other guys that I talk to. It's kind of funny when I listen to. I don't know if you notice it, Lost, but when I hear the Filipinas, I hear a little bit of the American accent with the Filipinas.
That's a possibility. I know they kind of understand our slang a lot more than a lot of other kind of English speaking style countries. So that wouldn't be surprising. I don't necessarily hear it, but not surprised much.
Yeah, I've noticed it a little bit, and I guess that's due to the American influence over there. But yeah, I have picked it out a little bit. This is strange. I mean, I get told all the time that I have an accent by a certain sweet little girl, and I keep telling her she's got the accent, but she doesn't seem to think she has one, and it's just me that's got one. Yeah, I get that a lot. I don't have English. I sound different in person. Yeah, maybe, Imani. I don't know about sounding different. I mean, I guess a
Like
mic.
your Australian accent isn't near as like harsh as say your buddy Andy.
Yeah, very different, but with very different people as well. Andy's not the usual type of person that I would hang out with, but he's just different, and I guess I can talk to him like some of the things that we talk about Lost together. I can talk to Andy about that. A lot of my the friends that I grew up in that with, they would have no interest in talking about that shit. You do have an accent, hun. You got a hot. I love listening to your voice. American girls sound cool.
I thought you were talking about me there for a second. The wind coming through real harsh on my mic.
Yeah, I can hear the wind. Yeah.
Yeah, I got windy all of a sudden.
I tell you what, though, I find myself using a lot more terms and words that Crystal does use. I don't know about if it's a white girl accent. It's just the American accent to me, Imani. But it is cool, definitely. She's got a sweet little voice, although she doesn't seem to think so, but sounds very cute.
I'm pretty sure I've never heard her talk.
Oh, really? Oh, no, she's got
yeah, I know you said she's been on the panels, whatever, but yeah, I've never heard her speak.
No, she's got a hot voice, mate. I love it. So.
I mean, she sends me dirty text messages all the time. I don't know what's that about, but I've never heard her speak.
Hey, what are you doing sending Lost dirty messages? Shit. I mean, I know I call him the Texan stud, but Jesus, that's a bit rough. Okay, we're going to need to talk about that, babe. I hope that's not Lost just starting up rumours there. What have you been doing, babe? Jeez.
I would never, ever make that up.
Oh, shit. Yeah, Marnie, look. I got to watch out for this Texan stud, mate. I know he's got a thing for Latinas. But damn, he married one. So what are you
Actually,
doing?
you just said she was like part Mexican. Where I didn't even know that. So you said that.
Yeah, yeah, which is fantastic because she can cook and she cooks Mexican food, and I love the Mexican food, mate. So
Does she speak a little Spanish to you?
yeah, but
Does
as
she
she
speak Spanish?
reminds,
Does she understand Spanish?
yeah, she does. She told me when she gets mad at me, mate, she's going to end up swearing at me in Spanish. So I probably won't know what she's saying, but I'll know it's not good.
Mm-hmm. All right, Crystal. Cuidado. Mark F. Viejo Verde.
What the hell? Is that like with your wife? I don't want to get too personal here, Lost, but if she gets angry at you, does she like go off at you in Colombian?
If she gets mad, she'll go off in Spanish. Yeah, both of them, I guess.
See, that would be so cute. I don't know if, and she's already told me if I laugh at her when she gets mad, I'm done for, mate. She said she's already told me you better not laugh when I get mad at you, but it'd be hard for me not to.
Be careful, the Mexican girls, they like to stab their boyfriends when they get mad.
Yeah, I know. I am kind of, but it's all right. I've been stabbed before, so. I'm just
Yeah, but
more
not in your
worried.
balls.
Yeah, that's true. I'll give you that one. I'm more worried about the cups and the saucepans getting chucked at me. I know they got a bit of a temper and that, a bit of firiness to them, which is not a bad thing, man. No, no. Better than having a shrinking violet, that's for sure. I can live with that. What are you doing? You going around playing that disc game or something, are you?
Yeah,
Disc
sure
golf.
am. Yeah, here, hold on. Well, I just made my shot, but here, I'll stand back. I'll show you what happens here. Get the camera on. So there's the basket you got to throw it into. This one's just an all par 3 course. Here's the disc.
Ah, okay.
So, and then I don't know if I'll be able to hold the phone and throw it, but I'll try here. But, yeah, there we go. But yeah, that's
Smart
it.
ass.
That's the goal. Get it in the basket.
Show off.
Well, I mean, shit, I wasn't that far away. That was.
Do you play that with other people, or you just go around on your own?
Yeah, usually one of my buddies I mainly play with, or sometimes I run into some people here. There's actually a girl who was kind of cute. Oh, and girls play that stuff too. There's actually a girl that was up there a little while ago. It was sort of cute. But yeah, I got one of my buddies that mainly play with them. And then they have little things that get-togethers on Sundays. A lot of times, a bunch of guys. Well, people will come out all together and play.
I forgot whether you talked about this before or not. You bit of a hunter, or?
I used to be, not anymore. I haven't gone hunting in years now. Hunting, fishing, man, I haven't done all that stuff in a long time.
I know in Texas, I know that they got a lot of wild boars over there, and I know that's a bit of a.
Actually, since I've been in Texas, I definitely haven't done it. So in the past 5 years, I haven't. I have been fishing a few times, but I have not enjoyed Texas fishing at all. I've been talking to Roberto. We're talking about maybe planning a trip down to the Corpus or near Corpus Christi, Port O'Connor, and there's a place to go fishing there. Maybe do a little charter or something that we
Okay.
might do during the summertime.
Roberto's in Texas, is he?
Yeah, he lives up. He lives near the Dallas area.
Okay. So is that far from where you are, or?
It would about a 3-hour drive, roughly.
Okay. Because
And
I
then,
mean, you got
and
three
then
big cities there. 3 big cities, isn't it? Like it's Dallas, Austin, and Fort Worth.
yeah, so Fort Worth and Dallas are close together. They're probably like 30-ish miles actually apart from each other, city center to city center. But the whole Dallas-Fort Worth area is huge, you know. I mean, all the cities that enterprise it, you know, everything, the big metro area in general. So you have that area, and then if you head south from there, you run into Austin, roughly 3 hours. Or if you head southeast, you'll run into Houston, which is, you know, also roughly 3 hours. So it kind of makes a triangle between those 3 big cities. And of course, Austin is definitely smaller than both those. Actually, Houston is the largest city in Texas, I do believe. And then
Houston is.
Yes, Houston is. Houston is very, very large.
I would have thought
But
Dallas.
if you were to take the whole metro area of Dallas Fort Worth area, that probably has the bigger population, you know, just the big metro. But yeah, as far as city population goes, Houston is.
Okay. I mean, because Texas is the biggest state in the US.
Area-wise, not population-wise.
Yeah, but like, yeah, I'm guessing that California would
Well,
be the
in the
biggest.
continental, of course, you know, if you do Alaska, technically number one.
Yeah, like California would be the biggest population, wouldn't it?
Yeah, California, and I believe it is now. Texas is number 2, Florida 3, and New York 4.
Yeah. Okay.
New York for the longest time was like number 2, but man, so many people leaving New York, they're not anymore. Florida used to be number 2 for a while, but now everybody's moving to Texas because, you know, the economy is super awesome here. So it's actually one of the reasons I moved here. All my work was here.
Texas is booming at the moment.
Yeah, very much.
And you moved.
Because a lot of from up north, especially in California too, a lot of these corporations and stuff are moving out of these high tax states and are heading to usually it's the southern states because they got lower tax rates, and you know they don't have Texas don't have a like a federal tax, for example, or state tax, so you don't have to you know, you don't have an additional tax outside of whatever, but so it's cheaper to live in a few the southern states overall.
You moved from Louisiana to Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what?
I actually, for about a year, I actually lived in Mississippi. Actually, right before I came to Texas.
Okay.
And that had to do with when my wife first came here. You know, she came on a 90-day visa, but about a month before our wedding, she actually got pregnant, and I hadn't got her insurance yet. And Mississippi is a state where they had the what is it when you have a condition beforehand? Anyway, I could get her insurance there. That's what it boiled down to. So we moved to Mississippi for a year, so we have a kid.
Okay. So, like going from Louisiana to Texas, this is just off the cuff question. What's better for family life, Texas or Louisiana?
I mean, it depends. I mean, I guess it comes down to personal choices, really, huh? You know, I would say there's certain places in Louisiana that would be good, and certain places in Texas that would be good. You know, different counties and different cities. You know, we get because both Louisiana and Texas don't have like California has like state laws about like schools or whatever. You know, and it's just statewide and kind of overruns counties and cities or whatever. Where Texas and Louisiana kind of allows the counties, or Louisiana's parishes, they kind of allow it to kind of work from the bottom up. You know what I mean? So
okay.
That's why you'll have better schools in just one county over versus the other county, or the city might have better things. So it's just, it really, really varies. I will say I'm not necessarily a giant fan of Texas overall for the whole state. Austin is one of the cities I did like more than a lot of other places. Like I'm not real big on the Dallas Fort Worth area. I find the people to be a little more snooty there compared to a lot of other places in Texas.
Well, I'm guessing at places like Houston and Fort Worth and Dallas, probably bigger. You got the corporations situated there, and probably a bit more money.
Yeah, for sure.
I forgot. Actually, it's kind of funny when you mentioned Houston. I mean, that one should have been come out straight away. I'm not sure why I forgot that. I mean, it's synonymous with Texas anyway. And obviously
And
named after.
Houston compared to the rest of Texas, because Texas is so large, but Houston is in that bottom southeast corner, or, not very far from Louisiana overall. And that one has more of that deep south feel compared to here in Austin or in Dallas, Fort Worth, that kind of stuff.
Hey, Steve, I'll tell you what I found, and I guess I didn't stay in places long enough, but in Oklahoma, I mean, the weather is just very extreme, winter and summer, but the people were a little bit more down to earth and definitely friendlier.
Oh, excuse me. That's one thing I found in all my travels is when you get outside big cities, people are a lot more friendly, just period.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
That hasn't mattered what country or state or whatever I've been to.
Yeah, I have to agree. But I mean, I enjoyed my time in Tulsa. A lot of my friends in Texas actually give me a hard time about it. They used to call Oklahoma the state of steers and queers.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, I've been to Tulsa, I've been to Oklahoma City, I've been around Oklahoma and all, and I've liked it there.
Yeah, what they used to have a term. They called it God's green country, and I was amazed, mate, because when I was there, I remember during the winter period there, they had a thunderstorm, and because it seems to be so flat there, no hills or mountains or whatever. The thunder was
Yeah, it's
huge,
kind
mate.
of it's part of the kind of the Tornado Alley area.
Yeah, but I'm not sure how many have gone through. I'm not sure how many tornadoes have actually gone through Tulsa itself, but yeah, it was in the middle of that tornado, what called Tornado Alley. I know. I always fought snotty bitches. I can imagine, babe. I don't think I'd like to get on your bad side. Look at that. I like my nuts.
Tranquilo. Take it easy.
I like my nuts too much, man.
I'm with you.
Got to decide what I'm going to have for breakfast this morning. What do I feel like lost? I've been going to Burger King, mate.
Ugh, God, get away from there.
Well, they have like
even
breakfast.
those croissants are quite delicious.
Well, what I've been getting from there is the ham, cheese, tomato toasted sandwich, and then you can get pancakes with butter and maple syrup as well.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, no, babe.
What is she talking about?
She's got a picture of the little face there with a halo and pointing at herself, going, "Hey."
So you know what? Now I'm kind of curious. So here's a girl from Southern California of at least partial Mexican descent. How did she end up on these channels here?
Well, I met her on another channel, mate. I don't know. You know David, RC Dre, and Heidi?
Yeah. Oh, was she doing the
and
karaoke
Terry.
thing? Is that why?
Well, she doesn't do the karaoke, but she likes to be in those channels, and so that's where I met Crystal anyway. And I think then she started coming over to my channel and having a listen, and so. But that's how I met Crystal anyway. I'm not sure, Crystal. I don't know if you. How did you get involved in those channels? Gunner, I talked to David about that, and you were giving someone shit or giving him shit about something. That's why you got blocked on his channel. Heidi said you're not blocked on her channel, but David said he would unblock you, and it wasn't a permanent thing. It was just because you were, I don't know. I'm not sure what happened, Gunner. I don't know, Gunner. I wasn't there to see it happen, mate. I did talk to him about it, and he said it's not permanent, so he was going to take you off. Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe he got you confused with somebody, or maybe you just made a comment when someone else was saying shit. I don't know, but he did say it wasn't permanent, and he would take you off. And Heidi said you're not blocked. David said he would, Crystal. So it's all good, baby.
Yeah, I met RC Dre, David, whatever. Got on BK's channel one day, and he was there, and then it's kind of weird how things kind of staircase to each other.
Yeah. I like David. He's a good guy, and
yeah, likewise.
Yeah, I have fun on their channels. I mean, I don't get into the karaoke, of course, but
yeah, I'm not big on the karaoke. I wish my voice was just like halfway decent. I would do it, but man, my voice is shit.
What are you talking about? Your mate Cobbs sings on there.
I know. I heard he did. I didn't hear it. I wasn't on when he started singing, but yeah, I heard he was on there belting out some tunes.
Yeah, he did a song. Was it 99 Problems, but a bitch isn't one of them? I think 99 Problems, but a bitch ain't one. It was funny as fuck, man.
That is funny.
I don't know, Gunner. I really don't know, bud. I thought it was in his channel because you've never been blocked on this one. Well, no, you're my mate, Gunner. So I wanted to know why you were blocked on there, and I did talk to David about it, mate. So it's all good. David is a good guy. I think what we got to remember is their channels are set up so differently, and they're not used to the drama, and they're just there to have a bit of fun, and so they're probably 99 Problems, Crystal. That was so funny, babe. 99 Problems, but a bitch ain't one. That was so funny, and good on him. He has a good time on there. So I'm not going to can any of them. I mean, I still have nightmares thinking about BK singing though, and BK singing Purple Haze. My God, that
no, I
gives
didn't
me
hear that.
nightmares.
I've heard him sing a couple songs that where I was like impressed. Like I couldn't believe he could sing that good. And then there were some other ones. It was like, is that the same guy who sang the other song? What happened?
Yeah, singing Jimi Hendrix just doesn't suit him. But he's a bit of a baritone. Jesus, babe, block him. I would. Yeah, I'm not sure, Gunner. All I know is that he said it's not permanent. He would unblock you, and Heidi said she never blocked you. I just got to mute because I'm going to sneeze, I think.
Achoo. Oh, he definitely sneezed. Hope it wasn't one of those real powerful ones where you shit yourself.
No. Jesus Christ. Thanks. No, I don't think he's...
Sneeze and fart at the same time.
Babe, just block him. Gunner's a troublemaker. I don't know how he got back on this channel. I thought I blocked him. Hell, I don't even know how he got his wrench. Yeah, I'm the same. I'm not big on the singing. I'll listen now and again when Andy's on there.
Oh yeah. Finish my beer.
Uh-oh. No, Heidi, don't encourage her, please. Jeez.
Oh yeah, look at that. How come I don't have a wrench anymore? Who can block me first? Do it. Do it.
Put your name in there. Hang on, I'll give you the wrench back, mate.
I just
Sorry.
did. No, it don't matter. It's not a big deal.
No, I got you. I got you. Because I clicked something and everybody lost their wrenches, so I've been adding them back slowly.
Hey, Big Kev. What's cracking?
I still haven't worked out what I hit to take off everybody's wrenches. So, Big Kev, I got a wrench on your channel, mate. You got to have one here.
Heidi. I'm actually looking at the chat now.
Swiss Steve too. Steve's a good
Hey,
guy.
Steve, what's up?
Steve's a wanker, but
Who else is here?
good guy.
Crystal Lynn, Gun Term. That's it. Scrolling up. Only about 4 or 5 people go. Armani. He hasn't commented in almost 30 minutes.
Is that what that works on when you look at participants, if they've commented in the last 30 minutes or something, is it? Or
No, well, mine shows at what time they actually commented.
oh yeah, I don't have that.
It has a timestamp. Oh really? Yeah, like Heidi Lisa commented at 2:54 p.m. It shows on mine.
Babe, I don't know where Junior is. He might be cleaning his camel or something. I don't know.
Oh, well, Steve, let me know I was dead on about the state populations. Yeah, I was unsure if I needed to flip Florida, New York, because I know they've kind of changed a little bit. But
Kev, I've got to have so many wrenches. I just got to be a bit more careful. I mean, all you guys that I trust have wrenches, and
look at this. Well, look at Big Kev said. If you give anybody ranch, then you can't block nobody. I mean, this guy has to put ranch on everything. Just slow down on your eating habits, Kevin.
I just got that. Oh shit. Yeah, no more putting up those little tongue and knife things. It makes me nervous.
I'm just looking at my notifications. Thank you, Heidi, for commenting on one of my videos. Wow, I'll give you a big thumbs there and a heart.
Honey mustard, yeah, honey mustard's nice.
Yeah, I don't like mustard.
You got to be sure you're American. You have to love mustard.
No, I don't like the smell. Actually, you know what? Mustard don't taste too bad. I don't like the smell of it.
No, I like, especially, I mean, English style or American style mustard. I like both. I find the American one's a little bit more sweeter. Yes, babe. And I've got a feeling I know what's going to come up next.
No worries, Heidi. I don't really put a whole ton of effort into my my channel. I'm going to try to change that when I go to Columbia here in about a month or so, month and a half. So subscribe to me if you want to see some me in Columbia. I'll probably try to do some live walk around stuff when I'm there.
Doing lines of cocaine on the bar, mate.
Hey. I'm gonna do it off of strippers.
Oh, what was that? That was
Sure,
what was that movie?
Sure, the wife will love that.
Was it The Wolf of Wall Street?
Oh yeah. Actually, I'll be honest. That's well. I didn't do cocaine, but I had some strippers doing cocaine off my ding ding one time.
Oh God! I don't need to hear that, man. Come on, Jesus! Come on, babe. I'm waiting for what you're going to say.
Hey, come on the channel, Crystal. We'll talk in Spanish about Mark, and he won't understand.
Well, that's true.
Even
All I
though
know
my
is that
Spanish is terrible.
I do know that if she starts speaking to me in Spanish, it's probably going to be swear words, and I'm in trouble. So,
Pendejo puto.
yeah, I'll put the link in for the girls if they want to come on.
Yeah, come on, ladies. I'll stop talking about strippers and cocaine. Unless you want me to talk about that. I'm a married man, too, so, you know. Hey, what is this? Hey, butthead. Why does that need to be hidden? Show it. What's up, Evil
Hey,
Andy?
how you doing, Andy? What? Uh-oh, maybe I am in trouble. She's. Oh, babe, what is that? Do you know what Crystal's saying there?
I do. Now I have to ask Crystal. Do you want me to translate for you, Crystal?
Yeah, I think you should.
You don't know, I guess you don't know puta, huh? That's a very popular
Nah.
curse word.
Nah, I got no idea what was said there.
It means bitch.
Yeah, she said sure, so what was it? Pinche,
Like
putos?
puto de madre.
Oh, Heidi, I can still time you out. I mean, David doesn't have to be here for you to get timed out. I know David would do it straight away. Babe, don't don't listen to her. That tongue and knife, that just worries me.
Actually, I have done my best not to learn too many of the Spanish curse words. But I try not to. I mean, I do curse, but I try to limit it in my vocabulary.
Yeah. Being Australian, mate, it's like second nature here to swear. So, but I do try and relax it a little bit here.
You know, when you're around the boys, you know, I definitely, you know, curse a lot more. You know, with the guys, but you know, when I try to like this here, I know there's a bunch of different people watching, and you know, most people probably aren't offended by cursing. I just try not to do it.
That's your fault, Heidi. You encouraging her to do this.
Licking blades now. What the hell does that mean?
That's one of my baby's favourite things to do. Getting a blade and licking it.
Mm.
I think that's like, this is for you. You know, it's coming your way. Oh, damn.
I don't know if that's concerning or exciting.
It's a bit like that. Holy crap, I feel like I drank a slab of VB and ate the wrong girl. Well, damn, Evil Andy, I'm not sure how you could get... I'm not even going to try and guess.
Well, she was a bar girl. Hope she took a shower beforehand.
Yeah,
always
babe.
With blades.
Babe, we're going to have to get you out of that habit. You just make me nervous when you say that or do that. Yeah, Gunner, I agree. I put the link in there. None of the girls came on. They all chickened out, mate.
Come on, ladies. Don't be chickens. Crystal.
You should
Don't
come
be
on.
a
Come on, babe.
gallina.
You haven't been on for a while, so come on, Crystal, Heidi, come on. Yeah, yeah. Angel my butt. I don't think so, baby. Between these two, tell you what, it's trouble. Look, I'm going to put the link back in there for you again. If you're going to give us shit, come on and do it in the panel.
Let's go, ladies.
Come on, Crystal, Heidi. Called you chicken in Spanish. What's chicken in Spanish?
Gallina.
You want to come again?
Gallina.
Gardina. Hey, babe, you're Gardina. Heidi, you're Gardina. I have to remember
And
that one.
what's funny too is a lot of the slang words are different between Mexico and Colombia. Like slang for boobs in Mexico is chichi, but slang for girls peeing is chichi.
Yeah, I'm not going to repeat that, Gunner. Heidi's out of control.
Vagina.
Come on, I'm going to remove the link in a minute, girls. Jump on. At least come on and give us shit on the panel. Okay. They're Gagina.
See, Heidi's got a dirty
Surprised,
mind. You say
actually.
Gallina, and she thinks vagina.
Yeah. That's a
Dirty,
worry.
dirty mind.
You wouldn't have thought so, but
Hey,
like
Augie, what's up?
my baby and Heidi are both they're worse than I am. Where'd you see Augie?
You just said hello there.
Oh, I might have to refresh so I can't see it. Maybe it's a bit of lag.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey,
Australian internet.
hey, Augie, how you doing?
Augie should be right down the road from me. I should get his messages faster.
Okay, baby, you can teach me later. I know I can speak some Mexican actually. You want to hear some Mexican or some Spanish? Lost?
Dude, let me hear what you got.
Ay, ay, ay. and arriba, arriba, ándale, ándale, epa, epa.
You know, I work with Mexican guys every so often. I used to they'd start playing their Mexican songs and hang on, sorry, car beeping, and that the song started off like they're kind of like sad songs a little bit. Of course, I made up my own words of like estoy triste, ay mi amor, ¿por qué? ¿Por qué?
I used to, when I was a kid, they used to have Looney Tunes, and they used to have these cartoons of the two drunk crows with the Mexican accents.
Oh, I know what God, I haven't seen that forever. I know what you're talking about, though.
The grasshopper, Manuel. It is a grasshopper.
Then you had Speedy Gonzalez, and then his buddy in crime was Slowpoke Rodriguez, and he was supposed to be like the little drunk kind of like Mexican mouse or whatever, you know.
Yeah, I remember that. Arriba, arriba, ándale, ándale, epa, epa.
Yeah.
Boom. But I was talking to my baby earlier, and I said I drove up to the petrol station to get a coffee, and I seen the price of petrol had gone right up, and I don't know why. I just like, aye. I've been talking to Crystal too much.
Actually, it just dropped down here the other day, about 10 cents or so.
Yeah, I got it when it was like $1.27, and now it's gone
I
up to
do have a
$1.55.
terrible voice, Steve. Maybe my terrible Mexican voice isn't so bad. Or Spanish voice, I shouldn't say Mexican. But
no, Gunner, never been to Mexico, but I'm sure that will be on the cards.
I wouldn't recommend going to Mexico anytime soon.
No, but if I get together with Crystal, I mean, it'll definitely be on the cards.
She likes to go down to Mexico. Or I guess I could just ask her, huh?
Well,
$2.69 a gallon there. Damn, I got it at $2.13 here in Texas yesterday.
No,
I'm sorry. Well, I was asking if does she go to Mexico, like visit her family or whatever.
Well, she's got relatives there.
Yeah. Well, Gunner never has. No, I would say I'm just like right now. It's not so much that I don't want to visit Mexico. I'm because of a lot of bad shit's happening in Mexico right now, and a lot of Americans. I don't even know where Gunther's from. I guess he's from America. I'm assuming he's gone to Mexico. I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure North Carolina.
North Carolina. Okay, North Carolina. What you doing in Mexico? So North Carolina, they're going to Cozumel and Cancun, Cabo, which are cool places because I've been there. But no, as far as like driving across the border, I mean, there's so many a couple of years ago, for example, there's this water area in between Mexico and the U.S. there, and people just out there riding their jet skis, and they some of the Mexican people went over there and just started shooting across the border and killed somebody. There's a lot of these kind of crazy things going on. And on top of that, the Mexican government is handling things pretty bad overall.
When I was in Tulsa, I went with someone to a bar. It was a Mexican bar, and ended up talking to the barmaid, and she's quite nice actually. And the owner was there, and he came over and were talking when they found out I was Australian and that. And he offered me a job actually. He's there looking for a guy for the door security. If you want the job, and I looked around, mate, and there's like looked like bullet holes, mate, and glass smashed everywhere and holes in the wall. And he looked around and goes, it pays $10 an hour. I'm like, fucking laugh, man. They're fucking $10 an hour. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, of course, Gunter, bad things can happen anywhere. But right now Mexico is more of a problem.
That's Tijuana, though.
Been in a very, very long time. No, it's not just Tijuana. A lot of the old resort places, like what's the one down on the coast there? Or even it's happened even in Cancun, man, where they're basically having gang wars, and they've had a few of them inside resorts. You can see the videos online where they're having shootouts. So it's the problem is it's happening. Normally, tourists aren't affected by it too much, but tourism's been affected by it. I mean, I still know plenty of people that go down there don't have problems, but I just right now it's I wouldn't recommend going to Mexico. That's my personal opinion.
I mean, I would go. If Crystal wanted to go down there, I'd go down there and meet family and whatever. I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Yeah. No, let me tell you, I've been to Mexico a lot, and I've been, I've enjoyed it. I just, as of right now, I wouldn't go. Because the wife we were talking about, she like wanted to go maybe down to like Cozumel or Cancun or something like that, and I just told her like I don't want to go there right now. Let them handle what's going on, and we'll visit later.
Well, so she should, Andy. You got to, mate, get your act into gear, Andy. Like I told you, mate, none of us, we can be here to talk to you, but we can't help you. You got to help yourself, mate. Yeah, I know, Gunnar, and I'm sure, if I do go, it'll probably be to more the country areas and the major tourist spots, that's for sure. But I mean, I travelled through America, and people will tell you how dangerous America is over here. But I went to America on my own, and I didn't have a problem. You know, at one time, one guy said he's going to shoot me, but other than that, it was all pretty good. No big deal. Nothing that no one's ever done. You know, it's been the same shit's been said to me over here too. So yeah, that's true, Gunner.
Oh yeah, the girls didn't come on the link there. Galginas, back, Galginas.
Crystal, Heidi, what are you girls? Look, they're probably chatting privately now. We're going to the rancho. Okay, babe. That's cool. That's fine by me.
Going to the ranch. Oh, Crystal Lynn's family, are they rancheros?
I think so. I think so. I don't have a problem going there with her. You know, I really want to get her out and like, because I want to go see the guys over in the Philippines, and we've got some friends in Thailand, and I want to get back to Japan, and I'd love to take her out there and just, you know, see a few different countries, and
To Japan.
it'd be nice to travel with someone, that's for sure.
It is. I went. One of my trips, a girl I was dating with, when one time we went through Southeast Asia, we went, to Thailand, Cambodia, Laos, and stuff. She was with me. Had a good time.
Yeah. Look, she said? We're gonna get Banda and drink Buchanan's. I don't know what that is, but it sounds
Drink a
like
who?
fun. Well, we're gonna get Banda and drink Buchanan's, so I'm not sure.
Buchanan is a. Let me look at the chat. Is the whiskey Banda?
Well, Crystal, babe, I hope you're willing to carry me out. You may have to. Maybe we can rent a donkey and just throw me on the donkey and lead me home on that.
The burro.
A burro,
Ay, mi
yeah.
burro.
Ay, ay, ay. See, I'm going to be saying that all the time now. I've got that stuck in my head. That and arriba, arriba, andale, andale. Yeah, rent a donkey. Thunder needs some. No, tripe. No, that does not sound good, Gunner. Wash your
Tripe.
mouth out with soap.
Get you
Wash.
some menudo.
No, couldn't do that.
Get,
No worries,
you
WAE.
can
Thanks for popping in.
go to the donkey show down there.
You probably need something to carry me home on, babe. No. Gunner, stop that or I'm going to time you out, mate. Don't give her any ideas. I can see it now if I refuse to eat anything.
Don't drink the water. That's all I got to say. 'Cause old Lost here was on the fucking toilet for about 3 or 4 days.
Oh,
Down
shit,
in
man.
Mexico City.
Baby, you can't do that. Once I find out what I've eaten, I'll be chucking up for a couple of days. Did you ever have that problem in Southeast Asia? You know,
What's that?
getting so sick you've been on the toilet for a few days?
No, I never got that sick. Every time I travel, I'll always get like kind of, a little bit of the runs, a little bit for like maybe a day or two or something I eat. But
Yeah.
when I was in Mexico City, dude, I was out for the count. I mean, I was done.
Junior, you camel jockey.
I'll tell you one of the kind of the worst food stories I got is actually I was on the island Copenhagen where the full moon party is, and we went to like this little outdoor market where they got a bunch of food, and the food in Thailand is delicious, And I bought a bunch of different like meats on a stick. I tell one was like chicken, one was pork, but one was something I don't know what the fuck it was, but it was tough as shit. I'm like, I'm not eating this, and it didn't even taste that good. And in Thailand, dude, there's like dogs everywhere. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna feed this shit to the dogs. Man, I threw that down to the dogs. Dogs went over there and sniffed it, and they turned their nose and walked away. I was like, holy fuck! Like, goddamn dogs won't eat it. What the hell what were they trying to feed me?
Yeah, Andy, I haven't eaten much myself, but I'd love to try a pad thai in Thailand. A proper traditional pad thai.
You had pad thai all over the streets everywhere. Cost you like 30 baht, 40 baht, 50 baht maybe.
I'm not sure what you're saying there, babe. Lost. Can you see the chat? What did she just
Yeah,
say
I'm
to
driving.
me? Thunder, babe. Maybe we will hear the Ilarona. I'm not sure what that is. Andy, you're crazy, mate. Get your shit together, mate. You're going to end up killing yourself, bud. I really hope Ed fucking slaps you across the head when he gets over there, mate, and slap some sense into you. Yeah, knowing it's one thing, mate. Fixing it's another. Come on, babe. You don't believe Junior, do you? It's Gunner that sends me all the mail. Gunner and Dick and Cider. Let's just what Gunner said. Only time I ever had bad experience with Mexican food was on a border in Texas. Ordered seafood soup. I should have taken warning when the waitress asked me, "Do I really want that?" Yeah, there's a big clue right there. That would have me worried, Gunner. I'm not sure. I'd want to be ordering it after they say that. Yeah, I hear you, Andy, but you know what? Fucking say that to your daughter, mate. You think that's what she wants, or what your wife wants? No, that's selfish. You got a family. You got to think about your family, Andy.
This is a therapy session for Andy every time he comes here.
Yeah, I don't mind that, and we're always here for Andy, but he's got to help himself. Lost, we can be here to talk to him.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, no, he should come here for advice, and maybe what people tell him, maybe some of it will start soaking into the brain.
Yeah. Jesus, Gunner. Broth was good, but when a baby octopus popped up and it was the whole thing, not just pieces, I was like, what the fuck is that? That would be a worry, mate. Shit. I can't say I eat octopus. I mean, I've eaten calamari, which is squid.
I've tried it. It's octopus it's pretty tough. The taste is okay. It's not that bad, but it's too tough to eat, in my opinion.
Squid's all right, but the same thing with the squid. If they overcook it, it just becomes chewy and not very nice at all.
And I may have had it prepared badly. I don't know, but it was a one-time try, and I was done. Fucking one of the worst things out of the ocean ate is that sea urchin. God damn, that shit's fucking stinky and nasty. Oof.
No, I wouldn't touch that. Can you just talk to everyone for a minute? I just got to go visit the CR.
We'll go to the CR. What's up, everybody?
Yeah.
Of course, I can't see the chat, so I'll just here, everybody. Well, I guess we'll probably be back before I finally pull over. But food, man, you go to some of them places in Southeast Asia, man, they got the carts rolling around with like the all the different bugs, the larvae, and in Thailand, like the grasshoppers were real popular. It looks like they kind of like fry them up. I tried to eat it, but I just couldn't do it. My buddy said it tasted like popcorn or something, like some flavored popcorn. They fry up the little grasshoppers and chomp on them. But yeah, I couldn't bring myself to any of that. So I wanted to throw up before I could even get it in my mouth. Gas. Grosero. Traffic flux today. Kind of stopped here. Take a peek at the chat. Sing us a tune. Negative on the tune. Couldn't eat that shit. Yeah, trust me. I mean, I'm kind of willing to try anything at least once, but man, I was like kind of doing the dry heaving stuff before I could even get it in my mouth. I was like, all right, I guess I'm not gonna even attempt this. But Thailand has just some of the best food, though. I mean, you go to so many little different places and street food. It's just awesome. Banana pancakes, the pad thai, satay. Love that shit.
Yeah, you hear that all the time about Thailand, and although some of the people will tell you, you got to be careful where you do eat the street food.
Yeah, I would say that street food. I mean, obviously, you got to be careful eating street food probably anywhere, but I wouldn't say like the street food in the Philippines is probably the worst, man. That shit, unless I can actually see them cook it, I won't even try Filipino street food.
Hang on, what have I got here? Just got a news thing. I'll get these things flash up on my Google News. Oh, something about Seattle.
Your results are back. You have gonorrhea. Oh man, terrible.
Bullets flying. Wounded metro driver focused on getting passengers away from gunfire. So fuck knows what happened over there.
Where was that at? What did it say?
I think it was the Seattle Times, so maybe Seattle. Oh wow. Jeez. It's not good. I don't even know why this shit pops up on my phone, actually. I don't know what I ever clicked to get all these news things and Google News.
You got something on there, whatever. If you might want to go to your Google app and turn off the news notification thing.
Can you do that?
Yeah, you got to click your settings and something about the apps, and then probably click the Google app, and then it'll give you some options if you want different things. Yeah.
Okay, I should go check that. I don't know if it's got all the apps or nothing. Application manager, you reckon that would be it?
Yeah, probably so.
You can tell I'm not really tech savvy, mate.
No.
Okay, come on. Well, all these guys are on computers, mate. I was having fun. Let's see. Let me have a look. I'm not sure where it'd be under though. So much shit.
What phone do you have? A Samsung?
Yeah, an old one though.
Yeah, I would guess application manager, and then it should give you like a list of all the different apps you have, and you should be able to choose the Google one. Or maybe, you know what? Or under notifications. Might be under notifications. Oop.
Yeah, I have got notifications turned on in Google.
maybe just turn off their Google notifications. Maybe that might solve the problem for you. Man, I've been
Well, I
locked
have
out
to.
of my house.
You locked out of your house. Oh, good on you. Let's
Yeah.
see how that goes.
Hola! Okay, mi baby! What you doing?
I hope you're listening there, baby. Hear that, Daddy? There's Daddy's girl. We've been
Yeah,
arguing.
for
No,
sure.
oh mate, we've been arguing. She said she has a daughter. It's going to be Mummy's girl, but I keep telling her it would be Daddy's girl. So that's been it's been a bit of an issue between us. I've just given up now and just. Yeah, it sounded cute, didn't it? Daddy. Arriba, arriba, ondale, ondale, epa, epa. You can, Andy. Just sort yourself out, mate. Mummy's girl. Okay, okay. I'm not going to argue. DR, how you doing, mate? What are we doing? We're going to get you back your wrench too. Good to see you, DR. Glad we could be on at a time when you're around, mate. Obviously, babe, there's a that's Daddy's girl right there. Hell, 6:59. Yeah, you wanker. Jesus, Steve. It's still dark outside. I just got home. No worries, mate. Had a pretty good stream today. We had a panel on early. We had Ed as usual, and we had Popeye, MJ, Lost. It was pretty good. Like I said, I mean, I don't mind any of you guys, when you want to come on. As long as you try to be reasonably respectful to everyone else. No worries, Gunner. I'm just sick of all the drama. I mean, it's all right to talk about some shit, but not to go on and on about it. So I think have we lost him, or is he just muted while? Oh yeah, it must be daddy daughter time. So
In El Baño.
hey, what? What was that? Buddy, this is going to be a problem now because I'm going to have you and you and Crystal talking Spanish to me, and I got no idea what's being said.
I was making pee-pee in
Ah,
El Baño, the CR, the bathroom.
I don't know why, but every time I do the Speedy Gonzales thing, Crystal starts laughing. Ondale, ondale, arriba, arriba. That's about the only Spanish I know, except for ay, ay, ay.
You know, taco and burrito.
Taco burrito, enchilada.
There you go. You can learn lots of Spanish at Taco Bell.
Hang on, hey. And what is it, chichi?
Yeah, chichi is a slang word, but in Mexico it means boobs. But it's in Colombia they say it for a girl going to make pee-pees.
Hey, babe, chichi. You love it. Arriba, arriba, ondale, ondale. Epa, epa. I used to love Speedy Gonzales cartoons. And the two crows. I used to love those two crows, the two drunk crows chasing the
I'm gonna have to
grasshopper.
watch that again, man. I probably haven't seen that since like my teenage years.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Hey, Manuel, there's a grasshopper. Shh.
Actually, if you wouldn't even said it, it might have been a memory that'll be long forgotten.
Oh, I used to love it, man. That was so funny. Used to be one of the regular cartoons too. That and what's his name? Foghorn Leghorn, the rooster.
Oh yeah, the big rooster. Yeah, yeah.
I said, boy.
Now, boy, I said, come here.
I don't know, Steve. Could probably try and Google it, or even on YouTube, maybe find Speedy Gonzales. I used to love him, man. And what was the other one I used to like? Was the big bulldog with the little dog, and they come across the
Oh yeah,
kangaroo.
he would be part of the rooster guy also.
Was it?
I don't remember his name though.
Spike's my hero.
Then
Was it
the little chicken hawk was like the little baby chicken hawk.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a chicken hawk. I eat chickens. I said, boy. That was hilarious. It's funny, like you watch the evolution of cartoons now, and I don't know, cartoons have lost their innocence, if you know what I mean, lost.
Yeah, probably so. You know what? I watched It's been a couple of years now. I used to watch Scooby Doo a lot when I was younger,
Yep.
and always at the end of them, it was always they figured out the mystery, right? It was never anything supernatural. It was always, well, we solved it. We figured it out. So I was watching one with my little girl, a couple of years ago, whatever, right? And I was like, I used to like to let's watch this together, and it was actually supernatural. Like I was waiting for them to figure out that it wasn't real, and it was real. Like they were actually like ghosts and stuff. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's like
It
they
was
tried
the
to.
newer ones. It was like shocked.
They tried them almost like I don't know. I don't know if they think kids are growing up quicker or something, but they're almost like the cartoons are made more for adults than they are kids. I mean, I just think cartoons have lost their innocence. Really, I mean, these days a lot more violent, and um, my son, he was right into Yu-Gi-Oh. Yeah, he loved those Yu-Gi-Oh ones.
Yeah,
Had all the Yu-Gi-Oh
yeah, I
cards, and
remember. Yeah, a couple of little younger cousins were into that. Oh man, I just got a message I didn't want to hear. Damn it.
DR just said Shaggy was a pothead. Don't tell me it's a message about work.
Yeah, my the plumber couldn't finish what he was doing. Inspection is going to get pushed, and I won't be working till Monday.
Oh, look at Heidi. She's just stepping on my toes here. She just started a live stream 16 minutes ago. Good on you, Heidi. Thanks. Just blow me off there, Heidi. I'm gonna have to go troll her channel, I think. Cause some trouble over there. What do you reckon, babe? I'll go over there and cause some havoc for her. You have to think about that. Oh shit. Might give me a reason to go get a coffee, maybe, and something to eat. I don't know what to eat. Yep,
Yeah, I'm probably gonna jump off here in a couple minutes.
I'm in that sort of mood, babe. I could go over there and cause a bit of trouble, I reckon. Well, obviously now I can't go over there with Lost and cause trouble because he's taken off. It's daddy-daughter time for him. Man, make the most of that, Lost. I miss that, mate, so much. That was the best times for me when they're little. That's why, even now I would really love to have kids again. Definitely.
I'm done. One and done.
One and done. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't bother me. I could have. Doesn't matter how many I have. I guess. Kids are kids, and
you're
they're great
older
to
than
have
me,
around.
but at 46, I definitely don't want to have to raise another young one.
Oh man, it wouldn't bother me. Yeah, I used to miss my son when he was little. He would sneak into our bedroom at night and to jump in bed with us. And my wife was a bitch, mate. She would grab him straight away and take him back to his own bed.
Ooh, oh, that's
So
me.
many, so many times at night, mate. I'd wake up, scare the shit out of me. He'd be standing there. He'd always come around to my side of the bed because he knew I would let him in, and I'd let him jump in bed with us. And she'd wake up, see he was there straight away, go grab him, put him back in his own bed. I was a softie, I guess. I didn't give a shit, but
Yeah, I
she
don't
did.
usually. She'll crawl in every once in a while. We'll let her sleep, but for the most part, I get up right away and go put her back in her bed.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
No, I used to let him, but my wife, no, she used to grab him, mate, and just take him straight back to bed. To me, it was like get in, and I just fall back to sleep again. But yeah, he'd always come to my side of the bed because he knew, and he'd scare the shit out of me. Sometimes I just wake up and there's little kids standing there, like what the fuck? Take me by surprise. But I miss all that. I really do. Hang on, I've got to check my phone. I've got it charging and I can see there's a message or something. Let's have a look. No, it's more, buddy. Is it? What's just some more news shit? What's this one say? Gotham Fox series has Batman and 100th episode on the way. Okay. I really needed to know that. That was obviously whatever I clicked, it didn't stop Google News. I'm going to have to work on that one.
It said more about that shooting, or is it something else?
No, something else. It was about the TV series Gotham, about the 100th episode coming up, and something about Batman. I don't know. I don't watch it myself.
I tried to watch a few many episodes of the first season there, and I didn't care much for it. I heard it got a lot better, but it didn't catch my attention.
Yeah, I was the same. It just seemed very dark, And when I say dark, it was dark themed. Even the settings was always dark. Do you know what I mean? It had real dark feeling
Well,
to it all.
that's the theme of Gotham, from the old Batman world. So.
Yep. Oh, what do we got? Down to 10 watching. Let's have a look. Let's see what's going on over on Heidi's stream.
Karaoke.
No, she's on there by herself at the moment. It looks like. Seems it's pretty quiet. She's got 16 watching now, so it's just gone up a little bit. So that's all right, guys. Maybe we should just all jump over there and annoy her because I definitely want to go get a coffee and even maybe something to eat. Don't know what I wanted to eat though. I'm still laughing at that one. Shaggy was a pothead. Probably why they were always snacking out. I think Scooby Doo was too. I'm gonna have to look, Steve, to see if I can find those Speedy Gonzales cartoons and the Two Drunk Crows. Relive my childhood.
What were the name of the two drunk crows? Do you recall?
Manuel was one. I always hear him say it.
What if I type in two drunk crows?
Manuel.
I mean, I totally remember that, but like I said, I hadn't seen it.
Yeah, one was Manuel. I'm trying to think what the other one.
Oh, here, two crows from tacos, one on Daily Motion here.
Hey, Manuel.
Merry Melodies. Oh, that was the name of
That's a yes.
Or whatever that
yes.
made
Yes. It was just like Looney Tunes, but it was Merry Melodies back then.
Yeah. Yeah, two crows from tacos.
Always chasing
Well,
the
I got
bloody
the name of them.
grasshopper. I can't think of the
Yeah,
other
I have
one's
to,
name
I have to
though.
watch one of those. I can't. God, I haven't seen those in forever.
Manuel got the grasshopper. Manuel got the grasshopper.
Let me click on this here. Oh, I got the volume up.
That was hilarious.
Oh. I'm trying to skip.
That's it. That's the music.
Yeah. Sorry, I was trying to move the thing so I could hear them where they're talking. A little grasshopper, why you not come out and play with me, eh?
That's the one.
Yeah, that's it. I'm a big grasshopper. It's the one you were talking about. That's funny. I'm a big grasshopper.
I'm playing with
Yeah,
that
I
little
totally forgot
grasshopper.
all about that. It was so long ago.
Yeah, it was when I was a kid,
Did you
man.
see these cartoons when you were a kid? Yeah.
Little grasshopper, come out to play.
Yeah, I forgot all about that till you mentioned it. That's funny.
Oh, yeah, they were. Oh, well, what do you reckon, mate? We close this up and call it a day?
Yeah, I need to jump off here.
Well, thanks for popping on, man. It's always a pleasure having you on here, buddy.
Yeah, likewise. Appreciate it.
Always a good laugh, and I don't know if you're still listening, babe, but we'll probably go over. I'm going to go get a coffee and maybe something to eat, and then jump on Heidi's channel and start trolling her. So you better warn her. I'm in the mood to cause some strife.
Little grasshopper. All right, we'll talk to you later.
All right. See you later, buddy. All right, guys. Thanks for coming in. The Frito Bandito. I'm not sure. But, guys, we're going over to... I'm going to grab a coffee and something to eat. Then I'm going to head over to Heidi's stream. So if you guys want to, show some support and have a bit of a laugh. Oh, babe, for fuck's sake. I'll catch us all over there, and I'll message you when I get back, babe. I said I think I'm gonna get another coffee and something to eat. 7:15 a.m. So it's breakfast time. And I'll talk to all you guys later. Thanks for popping in. Had a good day. Yes, same, Steve. It was good to see you, DR, and all the rest of the boys, Gunner and Junior, and thanks to my baby for coming on, and Heidi, and all the rest of yous. And we'll talk to you all soon. Take care, everyone.